What's up, everybody? This is Bird Watching Episode 2. This is Ginger, and we have my co-host, Squid.
That's me.
And today, we're going to be solving Falco Dittos. That's the goal, right, Squid?
It is the goal. I think we will succeed at the goal.
I sure hope so. I told Squid earlier in the call, I said I want to just get it over with so I never have to think about it ever again. And we're going to accomplish that no matter what.
Yeah,
so,
it's like 1 or 2 hours and then never again, you know?
Yep. It's more of a sprint than a marathon, you know? It's just one of those things you get over quick and never have to think about it. But what we're gonna do for you is we have Rocky versus Mango as the first set that we have queued up, and then after Rocky versus Mango, which is a very short, 4-minute set or something?
Yeah, with like a minute of intro.
Yeah, with like a minute of intro and a 4-minute set. That set ends pretty quickly, so we didn't want to just do that for you guys. And also, we would have maybe gotten the sense of how Rocky and Mango both like to play the matchup, but I think that Falco is so dynamic as a character that you have to take into account multiple different playstyles and different strengths of the character that certain people like to abuse more. So after Mango versus Rocky from EVO, we're going to be doing Westballz versus Bimbo Mexico from, what was the tournament?
Lombardi.
Saving Mr. Lombardi. That's the one.
Solving Mr. Lombardi.
Yeah. Do you kind of have an idea of like the dichotomy between these two sets of people, right? Do you kind of want to give people a general understanding of like what's going to be different?
Sure. Basically, I think that the matchup is like there's too many options that Falco has even by himself that like can complicate things if you're trying to focus on every single interaction. Mm-hmm. And when you add in another Falco, it's like there's no way. Like you can't find every interaction in just one match or one set or even one player because the TLDR of how these are going to go, I think, we're going to have to go through it and see to confirm and stuff, is that Mango Rocky is going to be a lot of very up-close interactions, especially because, as Mango is probably the better player and is going to dictate the pace a little bit more, he likes to scrap, fight really close. The lasers he's going to hit you with are going to be really close to you, and he's going to be immediately having threats off of those. He doesn't like try to hit you with lasers from very far away. And then when we watch Bimbo and Westballz, there's going to be a lot of attacking from platforms and maneuvering around platforms. And since they're both going to be trying to get on platforms, there's going to be fighting on platforms. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a lot less of this like grounded chasing him down and stuff, and a lot more of like flying up and down and trying to hit each other and stuff. And I think like theoretically there's a third style that we're not really covering, which is like laser campy Falcos, right? Which like, neither of these either are. Mm-hmm. So, but
I feel like maybe there's going to be some weird triangle where, like, because I feel like the laser campy Falcos are almost countered by the jumpy platform Falcos because they can't just laser camp them.
Yeah, but they get a free win on FD.
Oh, that's true.
That was me versus Westballz for a long time. Where he was, I'm the laser campy Falco for sure, and he would just always like destroy me by like hopping around on the other stages, and I would always lose 1-3 by winning on FD.
Right. Yeah, I get that. So maybe we could take a look at that sometime too. But I feel like these are the two most like common styles, right?
Yeah.
And at least how I feel too about the laser campy style is that a lot of people do it wrong or don't do it precisely enough.
Yeah.
And a lot of the laser camp style kind of it forces one of the Falcos to kind of push themselves to the corner because they have to get away from the other person and give so much space. And there's a lot of risk when you put yourself in the corner in Falco Dittos. At least I feel that way.
I think so too. And I also think that the platform style forces you to not play the laser style because once you jump on platforms, you just don't get to shoot lasers on the ground anymore. Now you're just playing a platform game. So it's kind of like we're probably making it seem like this dichotomy is more black and white than it really is, right? Like in the match, you're fluidly moving between these three like really quickly. Especially, I think like the optimal way to play the Ditto would be to switch between those as whatever is most optimal for the situation and mixing it up so you're unpredictable. And so. But yeah, I don't know. Is there a triangle of countering? Probably a little bit, but in match you can just switch between them really quickly. So
what I think happens to me, because I consider myself that's someone that's kind of good at the Falco Ditto. I understand like what beats what, and I understand how to move quickly or punish really hard or like take advantage of stage position or something like that. But I feel like whatever I do, I kind of feel like I try to play kind of like Mango or Rocky, where I'm kind of more up close. I try to like shoot my lasers up close, push advantage immediately. So what I do is I kind of I end up playing the laser campy game or the jumpy game, but it's always in response to my opponent. Like they'll jump up, and instead of me being patient and being like, okay, I'm gonna wait for you to come down, I'm just like, all right, I gotta go hit him up there, I guess. Or like, oh, they're lasering on the other side of the stage. Like I have to laser faster or more than them so that I can get the advantage.
Yeah, I kind of agree that like Falco's really good at forcing you to play his game in general in every matchup. Like everybody has to do that against him. They're like, oh God, as a Marth, I just am playing the entire game as take laser mix-ups or something, you know. So Falco's kind of the same way, where has to deal with Falco's stuff as well. So whatever the Falco's thrown at you, you kind of have to respond. Right. But Mango, who's like one of the best in the world at just playing aggressive and doesn't give them the room to set up their stuff. It's just, I mean, I don't know exactly how this set goes. I haven't watched it in a long time, but like, if he's just running him over, then like, what is he doing to do that? How is he not having to deal with this full hop stuff or the laser stuff? So.
Definitely. I think that something we're going to see too is I think that Rocky almost feels overwhelmed, at least in this game one. I guess spoiler alert, but we're literally going over the set. Mango wins, and like game one is like a trunch. So game one, I feel like Rocky like almost feels overwhelmed, so he's like, God, I'm gonna go to the platform instead. And Mango does some like really interesting things to like kind of work around it or bait him off, I feel. So hopefully we're gonna see a little bit of that. But then we go to Pokemon Stadium for game two, and the match is a lot closer. But I think it's because Rocky has like a little bit more room, so he can set up a little bit more. Because Mango's that guy who's always in your face, like always doing like a dash dance timing mix up on you. Or like he's going to nair exactly when you laser, or he's going to dash dance exactly when you try to up tilt. And it's just like he plays this up close mix up of like, I'm going to be right on top of you. If you jump to the side platform, I'm either going to like bait you out or like immediate jump in response and like catch you as you're rising or something.
Exactly.
So I think we're ready to get into it. You feel good about that?
Heck yeah.
All right. So you're synced up with me, right? You're good?
Yep, I think I see it moving.
Okay, perfect. So I like talking about starting positions. I know we did this last time when we had Armada and PP. So what do you think about this? I'm thinking if I was the Mango Falco, what would you kind of do in this situation?
Yeah, so once again, it kind of depends on who I'm fighting, I think. My instinct is to kind of move back a little bit to go to off-center, which I know is somewhere you like to talk about a lot. And then if I'm fighting someone like Westballz, I'm guessing that he's going to go towards the top platform or like try to attack from there. So I might even do like retreating full hop turn around laser.
That makes sense.
And then or just if I think they might come down, I might just do retreating turn around laser on the ground.
Right. So. Yeah, I hear you. Like, because my initial instinct right here is I'm either dash back lasering. Or I'm going to like dash forward full hop shine, right?
Yeah, you can also threaten the shine.
Because what I'm thinking is that this Falco right here is either going to short hop laser or like run off laser or drop through laser, right? And so when you talk about the off center position, this is actually a matchup where I feel really weird about off center because usually like Marth can't hit you if you run off fairs, and if he short hops off, you can kind of react, right? In this matchup, there's this added mix up of him running off and lasering, and even if you're like not in direct like contact with the Falco, when he does the run off laser, you're in laser stun and he's close to you, and it's kind of like, oh God, why was I standing there in the first place? So the reason why I was
short hopping at you actually like covers so much ground that and he can short hop off, land with a laser, which is like covers infinite stage. So.
Exactly, yeah. So like what I was thinking about the dash back laser is like I'm so far into the corner that even if he chooses to run off laser, like right here, I'm at least far enough away to where that laser advantage isn't just like huge. But then maybe, okay, so this is, the game hasn't started yet, but this makes me think that like when Falco goes to the side platform, my instinct is either to like run up at him, which I feel like doesn't really work that high percentage of the time, or I back off really far. Because I don't want to like get hit, and backing up into the corner just feels so bad to me. So it makes it almost seem like this platform position is like good. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, and it's not that good because he's not threatening you that much, which is kind of why I think like these stalematey sort of situations seem like they happen a lot, where it's like it's the optimal play just to wait for something to change, you know, like or do something like, because for example, if I do the retreating full hop double lasers that I was talking about, it's like I'm not at a clear advantage here or something. But we're just going to move on to the next interaction pretty quickly, and I'm not going to get hit. And so things like that are pretty good in this matchup, where you're just kind of like, it's so fast, right? Like the matchup's pretty fast. So if just like if you're constantly paying attention and changing the like state of the game, and you just end up being one step ahead for one of those, maybe you get an opening then or something.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So.
I definitely hear you. And one thing that I just wanted to highlight too, I don't know if you guys hear the sirens. I don't know, do you hear that? There's a loud ass fire truck. But one thing that I noticed too is that like I think of a lot of people will think of the side platform situation. They're like Ginger, how do you deal with like Falco on a side platform? But the thing is, only like a couple people in the world are gonna sit here and be like, I'm not moving until you come at me with something bad. Like, he's probably gonna do something and leave the side platform pretty quick.
Almost immediately, actually. So most of the time, people's like perception of how long things take is like so wrong. It's like 2 or 3 seconds, and they're like, he's literally camping the side platform. Like, and you're like, dude, just do one up tilt in place, and then the next interaction he'll be gone, you know?
Yep.
I don't know.
No, I agree. Okay, well, we'll see what happens then. Okay, so Mango dash dances. He actually goes for kind of like a weird drop down shine. Probably not the best idea.
Yeah. I mean, he was. I don't know. It's kind of one of those where he's kind of chill with just staying on a side platform,
right?
And he's doing a weird option to stay there. Like he maybe is threatening Mango trying to run under him, but.
So I forgot that I could use the arrow keys. This is nice. So Mango eventually does try to jump shine on the side platform, but they kind of switch positions, right? Because he does the drop down laser at the same time. So kind of interesting. And then this is almost like what we think that we were going to see from Westballz Bimbo, where like Mango jumps up top platform. So like Rocky jumps up top platform response, but Mango actually fell through when he got there. And so we're back in the same starting position, right?
Yeah. This game just has so much vertical game. More than I think any matchup in the game. Like, I guess Fox also has a lot, but like Fox and Falco are kind of similar in this fashion, but Falco more, just because he jumps so fast. And like, how do you contest someone who's on the top platform? Well, you have to go to the top platform, but you're both so fast at getting up and down.
I think another thing too is that you like don't have to burn that much resource to move vertically either.
Right. Like Falco's the only one that doesn't have to burn a double jump to get there. So.
Like if you're fighting against Ice Climbers or Fox or something, it's like more of a commitment if they're gonna actually come up to the top platform. For Falco, it's just like, oh, I'll come up here and like maybe I fall through, maybe I land with a laser, maybe I double jump, do a timing mix up, drift off, whatever. Like he could do anything really. And so here Mango actually catches him with the jump shine. I like. Yeah. Oh, that's so. Sorry, I have to close something super quick. Okay. No. It was Smash Ladder. Smash Ladder got a subscriber, and it was it plays a little Pikachu noise.
Oh, right.
But so I think that this jump shine here. Okay, so when I played against Westballz, he just does this so often, and he hits it really frequently. Like,
So the jump shine, I think, is one of the best like clean openers you get in this matchup period. So the fact that you're forced to play this vertical game mix up, you're like, okay, well, what can we hit each other with and what are we threatening? If you're hitting each other with aerials on the way up or down, you're pretty much not converting at low percents, right? But the jump shine is one of the few things that converts starting at 0. So from below, the jump shine is like what you want, and from above, you want to land a down air as they land on the ground, but you don't want to land a down air when they're in the air. So I think it's kind of like tricky to play it because
it's
you're like
so tricky.
Yeah.
Because okay, so the way it usually works in other matchups for me is like if I hit a rising nair on Fox, like or a rising back air on Fox, it's really not good if they're at 0, right? Because they just eat the hit and then they hit me, and I'm like, okay, well that was a bad idea. And if I do a rising down air, it's like a lot of times they either jump into it or they're at like low enough percent to where they can usually do something. And so it's just really hard. But the thing is, there's a lot of incentive to do rising things in this matchup because you want to get to them before the laser comes out, right? And so if you can catch a Falco short hop lasering with an early nair or an early back air, like walling him out, and he's in the air because he's short hop lasering, then like you've won a substantial interaction and you can make something happen off of that.
Yeah, so that's like a huge opening on the ground, right? But I was like comparing it to rising full hop nairs if they're like if you're trying to fight someone on the side or top platform. That's when like you're not really getting conversion off of it, right?
Definitely.
That's why I think jump shine is like so good. I don't know, because it's kind of the main thing you're looking for, I think, when both of you are dancing around platforms, because it's just hard to get a clean opening otherwise.
Well, I was thinking too that like it almost feels like a hard read to me, because what happens if I play like Westballz, who's the person I have the most trouble with when he plays on platforms, is he'll like just short hop aerial or down air in place.
Yeah. So what I've started to do against that, I actually beat Westballz on Thursday in 2 sets. So I think I've like started to get an understanding of how he plays a lot. And the big thing I do against that is go to the side platform or to the side and then full hop double laser. And then
when you say full hop double laser, do you mean like full hop laser the fast fall, so the laser's at the side platform height? Or
I do both lasers at the top platform height.
Oh,
okay.
And
then I might shoot like another iteration of full hop lasers from the side platform, basically I don't try to interact with him too much on the top platform. I just shoot him a couple times, and then if he's just spamming aerials in place, he just like eats some percent and then tries to move and get stuffed by lasers and stuff. And then typically the subsequent interaction is much easier than trying to full hop into him from below, right?
So. That definitely makes a lot of sense. But I just feel like Rocky could have done anything other than like short hop off right here, or short hop like forward and laser or whatever. And this jump shine like no longer would have worked. He also could have just like dash backed or shielded or anything. So I feel like it's so high reward to get this shine, because like no other way are you going to get this opening, this substantial of an opening. But in the same way, it's like it's hard to hit. It's not like the risk is that high, but like
I agree. Yeah, I don't think the risk is that high is the big thing. Because the other thing is, think about other matchups where people getting openings from below is actually really hard at 0%. Right? So like Mars is threatening up air, which is a gigantic hitbox and stuff. But if you take an up air at 0, it rarely leads to up air, up air, up air, up air, right? You just like kind of take it, double jump out or something. So Falco is actually one of the few characters that has that available, of just like a ginormous combo starter at 0%. So if ever he like reads a bad down air on a platform and like gets the jump shine on it, then he gets a huge opening. So I think it's like very necessary and worth to throw those out a lot, or to look for them. Maybe not like just throwing them out willy-nilly, but if you have just a couple situations where you know you're looking for it, right? Like if you bait the short hop down air onto the side platform and you know the timing to punish it, you can just like be dancing around platforms only looking to punish that, kind of, you know? So
definitely.
And I think like over time you get more and more of those situations.
I think also Mango kind of wants to put the pressure on like kind of the side platform, be like, you can't just sit here or else like I'm gonna open you up hard. But I guess we'll see what happens with it. Gets a back air, reads the
really good juggle there.
It's actually insane that he gets this second back air. That not this one. Well, that one was really good too, because he read the immediate double jump, but that's like kind of a classic thing to do. This next one is actually crazy. And then this is like the first corner pressure situation. So this is kind of interesting. He's not set up at the perfect spacing here to cover a roll, but like in general, you want to be a little farther away unless you have your face turned, so that you can kind of like hit him or grab him and throw him off or whatever. So I was kind of surprised that he put up a shield, but that's fine. Rocky rolls and Mango kind of reacts with this wave dash forward and then shine. And then
pressure,
Exactly. Mango is one of these people, if you watch him in the Sheik matchup, one thing is that you can actually wave dash out of shield shine, punish a Sheik forward tilt on shield, I'm pretty sure, if you're like frame perfect. But it requires a read, because you can't react to the startup. You have to like literally do the wave dash like right away. But like, so Mango intuitively knows this. I don't think you would ever like know the frame data for this. But so what Mango does is he will wave dash out of shield shine, but know that it won't convert. But the only thing quick enough that Sheik can really stuff or like do is shield. So he'll wave dash.
Shine grabs.
Exactly, he'll shine grab a lot of the time, or he'll set up like Westballz pressure or whatever he does. So this looks like a very similar situation where he reacted, but knew he didn't like have the time to kind of do a real conversion off of this shine.
I agree. Yeah, and then he has this mix-up he does with Westballz pressure, where he either Westball shines or double jumps out of it. I know we've talked about it before.
Yeah, I actually think this is really good, and I think it's pretty good against Falco too, because a lot of the times people want to full hop out of shield. I do this. I'm starting to do it more often against Foxes who full hop out of shield. You know how like a lot of times you go for a pressure sequence or like shine down air, they full hop up air or full hop drill you, and it's like, oh god, that sucks.
You know what my least favorite example of this is?
What's that?
Samus mains who try to up B out of shield but accidentally just full hop. And then they realize they're above you.
And they nair? They dare.
And then you jump into the nair and you're like, come on.
My... I know it. So I think this is actually really good against people who like full hop out of shield if they're at knockdown percent. The thing is, if you catch this down air, if they're not at knockdown percent, then they just reversal you hard.
You die. I hate that.
So I
35% plus or something.
So I think that's pretty smart. I don't know. I like it a lot, and the more I think about like this mix-up of the Westballz pressure and the double jump out against people who full hop, especially at this percent, the more I think that it's really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So he catches this, miss tech, kind of expected. Okay, so this is Mango taking in information, right? This is like similar to how I try to play the game, I think. Like, why else would he go for this forward smash? Like, last time Rocky was immediately in the corner and on knockdown, he immediately rolled, right?
Right.
And so something I talk about, too, is that this forward smash in general against a lot of characters, I feel, isn't that risky. Because you actually move so far.
Yeah, and it's like, it's basically like really hard to react to actually punish and stuff. And you get to shield or roll or shine afterwards and stuff like that. Falco actually just has quite a lot to worry about whenever he's like coming out of lag for something.
Right. So I think like Falco's best response here most of the time is to do a short hop laser. Rocky was like already committed to this weird double jump, I guess. I think he's kind of just panicking in the corner. This is like a second panic option. It's just like, immediate double jump, which could have easily gotten him killed too. But like if you short hop laser there, Falco's still far enough away to where you don't get like a true conversion. Like you still like Falco can take laser up tilt or take laser dash back or shield or anything. So like you might get to like force a mix up, but you're still the one in the corner, and like Falco is still actionable before you can still true combo. So I like that he goes for the forward smash, especially because there was a bit of information along with that.
I agree. I think if you're already that close and like you got that close with him cornered and he doesn't have time to shoot his own laser safely, then I like pressing the advantage and going for some sort of read that has really high payoff. Like the forward smash end covers rolling hard. You could also just go for like a grab or like a back air into the corner, like deep and stuff. Like those types of pressure options I think are stronger once you're already in the corner.
Yeah. So. Definitely. The other thing too, just that I want to highlight is like this forward smash is pretty good, and we're talking about the strengths of that. But like the strength of roll, if you don't cover it, I feel in this matchup is pretty strong. Because like what we already kind of touched on is that being in the corner in general like is kind of scary, and you can die really quickly. So like let's say that Mango instead went for a laser grab, but Rocky did roll, right?
Yeah.
Now Mango's the one in the corner. So it's like, oh shoot. So it's almost like you take on more risk going for something that isn't a forward smash. Like if you go for a laser grab, like that's almost more risky than going for just like a forward smash in the other direction.
Yeah, the forward smash is kind of similar to just doing wave dash back and then reacting to the roll with a shine, except it's just a bigger punish. But the timing is like pretty similar, right? Like it's just like you end out of lag almost at the same time and stuff. So yeah, I agree that it's the like hold your center stage position kind of option. So.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is I go for this forward smash a lot, and people will be like, "Oh, the hard read or something," and it's like, well, it's not really a hard read. I'm not risking anything.
Down to be wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just interesting that he went for that. I figured I'd kind of point out the strengths and weaknesses of kind of the situation. Okay, this is so frustrating to me. I never just down air forward smash. And he actually catches him on a mistech here. He could have true comboed like down air forward smash probably, or down air down smash, or down air nair, whatever. But he just let him drop, right? Which is weird.
Yeah. I think... Wait, go back one more time to right before you hit the down air.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not going back.
It's not for you?
No.
Oh, no.
Wait, what's the timer say for you right now?
116.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me refresh.
Okay. Perfect.
We might have been talking about different things. That's really funny.
Okay. Well, I mean, he hit a down air. Like, Rocky had rolled, and then he whiff punished an up tilt with a down air. I don't know if that was the same thing.
Hit play right now? Okay, yeah. Down air forward smash. Okay, now go back one iteration.
Yep, so this is it. Boom. This is the down air. So he whiff punished an up tilt by short hopping off. Because there are two separate timings here. Yeah. There's the run off down air, but the short hop.
He should have known that he was hitting the down air, basically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But he just goes for down air forward smash immediate. And like I almost never just bank on them like missing attack or something in forward smash.
Yeah.
But when I play against other Falcos...
Like, when watching it right here, intuitively, I was like, he's definitely missing the tech. Like, it just like looked like Mango was about to do something, and when he didn't, it was jarring. So
yeah, it's just so interesting that like sometimes the good stuff that top players will do is like what they don't do, right? They're not just like down air. Like what I would probably do here is jump shine waveland, right?
Right. Yeah.
But Mango's just like, I'll down air and just sit still, and then I'll just forward smash. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. That works.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Lasers, classic edge guard. That's the Mango.
Yeah, I think the runoff down air is the right option. He just kind of missed it.
Yeah.
Actually, probably had time to grab the ledge, maybe.
He probably had time to grab the ledge once he recognized that like Rocky was going to be below.
Yeah.
And then just like shine bear coverage probably.
Yep.
Yeah, so kind of a suboptimal edge guard, but also like not that bad for Mango.
Yeah. I mean, the down air could have hit, I think.
Mm-hmm. So instant side B is like randomly... Okay, so neither Rocky nor Mango, I feel, are that good off the ledge. When I play you in Falco Dittos, like at least in our friendlies, maybe not in like the last set that we had, it feels like side B from the ledge is just really good. Because there's like ledge dash that I have to worry about, then double lasers that I have to worry about. So I want to be kind of close, but not too close. And then, like, all of a sudden, there's this really fast thing coming off the edge, and it's like, how am I ready for all three of these weird, crazy things?
Yeah, I think if Falco forces you to, like, deal with everything, it's, like, really hard. And very few Falcos use every option he has. Like, even I probably ledge dash too much. Because, like, first of all, I ledge dash shield too much. But second of all, I could probably mix in just not ledge dashing more because people are accounting for it so much.
Right.
Like, one thing I've started doing more is ledge hop and then like single late laser. Like
yeah.
You land. And that one catches people off guard all the time.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, and I didn't realize it's just so much less reactable than double laser. And if they're spacing to like respect your ledge dash, you get just a pretty close laser to them out almost for free. So there's like a bunch of things that you can force them to deal with. And then again, side B is like barely reactable with shield.
Yeah, like, exactly. So the other thing too is well, there are a couple things that I want to say. So if we look at like the position that Mango is in right here, one thing about side B2 is that people will talk about how it's like pretty reactable or whatever, but you have to factor in travel time because that increases the amount of time that you have to react.
The closer you are, the harder it is to
exactly.
react.
So Mango's like right here, and it's like, oh my, this is like impossibly difficult to react. Well,
I think shield. When you're this close, you kind of have to go for a read off for what they do off the ledge. I mean, almost for sure, right? Like, first of all, he could just down air from the ledge.
Right.
And, like, there's no way to react to that. So, I like to space at, like, the edge of the platform, maybe a little bit closer than that. And, like, the other edge of the platform towards center stage.
Yep.
And so, the main thing that I do that I don't see a lot of people do is, I think I've talked to you about this, where if they do ledge hop double laser, I power shield the second one.
Yeah, I still have to practice that.
Yeah, so that one's really cool because it turns ledge hop double laser reactably punishable from far away. Normally you have to be really close in order to be able to like crouch shine or like shield nair out of shield or something. But when you're that close, like where Mango is, you're really scared of ledge dash shine or down air from the ledge and stuff. So at the range where you can just power shield the second laser, you're not afraid of ledge dash. If they do ledge dash, you can just like turn around back air in place. And even if they do an invincible option, the invincibility wears off by the time it reaches you.
Yep.
So you can be like safe from the ledge dash, reactively punish the double lasers, and at this range you have a little more time to react to side B from the ledge. So generally at this range I get to shield and punish it. When if I'm closer, first of all I failed to shield. Second of all, Falco's kind of too slow to punish out a shield. Like you can't really wave dash it and run all the way to center and get a punish.
Right.
Because Falco runs slow. So.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point. I think talking about like the space that you should be standing when they're on the ledge is really good. And like the thing is too, I feel like I don't give enough respect to Falcos when they're on the ledge. Like a lot of Falcos, I assume.
Very few of them deserve the respect.
I know. I've gotten one too many kills for crouching next to the ledge for like 70 frames. Like they could have reacted to me. Then they laser up, and then they fall down onto my shine. They don't have a double jump, and I'm like, why would you do this? So like I get too many kills like that, but then I'm so vulnerable to the side B and the ledge dash that it's like, okay, well I beat one out of the three like really important things. And a mix-up that we're not even talking about that is like insanely powerful too is the Laserland side platform single laser. It's like, oh my, if they full hop after that, what do you even do? If they dash shield drop aerial or like dash back fast fall to like land right. Can you see my mouse, by the way? I don't even know.
No, I can't. Only on its stream. So
okay. Yeah, don't even worry about it then. But like they're in the danger zone to the left side of the platform. Like they can just run off fast fall there. It's like they have so many different ways they could go. But like standing far enough away and kind of limiting their options sounds really good.
That being said, I do think it's worth doing what Mango's doing here, like spacing here sometimes, because sometimes you just have the read and you can just kill him for it, right? Like
Yeah.
if they ledge dash turn around up tilt, you can just even perfectly executed and invincible, you can just shield it and then get a true punish, right?
Yeah.
Like any ledge dash option can be hard red and stuff. So I kind of like putting the pressure on him sometimes, because at this spacing, if Rocky even does like a ledge stall, you can like reactively down smash it and stuff. So I think for the most part, you want to stand at the further away spacing, but sometimes just like, no, I'm going to put pressure on you right now. And in a world where like that dichotomy exists, where there's like the safer option and the like hard read option, Mango's going to be doing the hard read one.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. One thing that I just wanted to highlight before we get away from this is that Mango's at such low percent too that if Rocky does an immediate rising down air from the ledge, which is one of the only ways he's really going to hit him, Mango counter hits so easily. Yeah. And he doesn't have the percent to work with.
Maybe ledge dash shine is like not really reactable. So
yeah, right. But Rocky at Evo wasn't confident enough to do it. You can tell.
Yeah.
And
he's like rolls in from the corner 3 times and does a frame perfect ledge dash shine as soon as he grabs the ledge.
Right. Maybe just for my knowledge even, but maybe for the people at home too. When you do the power shield on the second laser, do you like try to press shield immediately after the stun of the first one, or like how is
so
this?
it's kind of funny. If you just take the laser, you have like, I think it's 5 frames where you're actionable between the 2 lasers, and power shield is a 2-frame window,
right?
So as long as you shield in the last 2 frames, it power shields, and then if you shield early, you just end up shielding it and not getting the power shield. So you can't like hold it, right? Like you can't, like,
yeah, of course
hold
not.
Shield. Yeah. So it's kind of like take the laser and like, it's like a really consistent rhythm where it's like do, and then you just like take bing, you know. So I don't know, and it works at every spacing. So like the timing is the same between the 2 lasers, no matter what the spacing is, right? So eventually you just get used to it and you just go for it every single time, and then you start getting it. And then I either do power shield, short hop, forward air, because I don't know, forward air is just like the longest range move that like also knocks them off stage immediately.
Yeah.
If they jump, it catches them jumping and stuff. Or I try to power shield, wave dash, forward shine if I'm like really confident.
Yeah.
But the thing about the forward air is even if you miss the power shield, they often just get hit by the forward air.
God dang it. Maybe this 4 minutes is gonna last a long time.
I know, yeah.
But another thing too is I was recently talking about power shield laser frame advantage, and someone asked me, and I guess I had never really like put the frames in my brain. Like if someone power shields a laser and you guys are directly next to each other, do you know how plus the power shielder is?
It's a lot. So like at point blank range, you definitely get to true combo stuff out of power shield.
So many things.
The thing about power shield frame advantage is as long as you're far enough away to force them to wave dash, then they're not that plus, because they're in shield. So they're like very plus, but in shield. So it's
right.
Like, yeah.
Well, yeah.
So like at point blank, you're plus enough to true combo into a grab or a shine, or maybe even like a nair out of shield or something.
So I really do want to keep talking about this, and I think I think the people who watch our podcast will understand, and I think they enjoy this kind of stuff. So the power shield frame advantage is like plus 12, right? Which is crazy. On an unsealed laser, it's plus 12. Which that's insane if you're plus 12. Yeah, so if you're directly point blank in your Falco Dittos or whatever, you can like short hop down air, like just like and then combo or whatever. You can even, I don't know, you can do stuff.
Yeah, but it's worth mentioning too that you're only plus 12 if you know that you're going to get the power shield, because most people pretend they have laser shield stun anyways. Like very few people act out of power shield and make use of the fact that it cancels all shield stun.
Yeah.
So if you do it perfectly, it looks like Yoshi parries and it looks crazy because the shield like disappears instantly. But most people, like, you see their shield and then you see the wave dash when they power shield.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? So it's like it's plus 12, but most people pretend like they have the 5 frames of shield stun anyways. So you end up being like kind of functionally plus 7.
Yep. But like that's enough. Like what Marths will do, this is probably the most common situation, is like they power shield laser grab. They just plus R and then A, and it might even be 5 frames after or whatever, but it's like heck, you know, and then you die or whatever. So the thing is, I think that people probably shouldn't wait those 5 frames, because if they're point blank anyway, it's unreactable, whether or not like what height they're going to shoot the laser, what timing. So like if you're reading that you have to power shield this laser, like I think you should just go for it.
The thing is, some people shield the laser and get the grab anyways without the power shield. Like they miss the power shield and they get the grab. So if you had input it assuming you got the power shield, you just won't input the grab if you miss the power shield.
Right.
So that can be bad for the Marth. Like sometimes you want to input the grab.
No, I
even if you
agree.
miss the power shield. So it's kind of like, I don't know, a mix up. I don't know if you saw, I made a tweet a while ago about Luigi, where far away, it's like super worth it to option select wave dash. So like you do shield jump within the shield stun frames, and if you get the power shield, you'll wave dash forward immediately. And if you miss the power shield, you just shield unshield.
Yep.
And that's like super cool because you get to like only wave dash in if you have a laser with you. And if there's no laser, then you just keep your distance. So I think there's like mix-ups like that with making use of the acting out immediate out of power shield. But point blank, it's like quite the gamble either way. Or you just like shield and then start mashing A.
Yeah, yeah. Just the other thing that I wanted to talk about too is, so it's plus 12 point blank, and what people might assume, and Sammy has talked about this before in one of the videos where he describes laser frame advantage, is actually the farther you are away from the person, the more frame advantage you actually have. A lot of times you don't get to make the most of that frame advantage because you're too far away to like convert it or whatever. So what we would call that is like L frames, right? The laser travel time frames, those would add on to that plus 12 that we were talking about before. Now, the weird thing about Falco Dittos is you might be thinking, like, okay, I've power shielded the laser. I can go for my own short hop laser if we're far, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I'll be very, very plus, like maybe even plus 20 or whatever, right? But in that, like, time, they could have also shot a second laser. So,
you're only plus 20 if they then get hit by the laser.
Right.
You're actually not plus at all if they act out before they get hit by the laser.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is at about like 6 or 7 L frames. So that's like, once you're at 6 or 7 L frames, you're actually not guaranteed to have frame advantage at all off a power shield because they can jump over the power shield with a laser in place and just get another laser out.
Right.
And then if you're further than that, you can laser before the power shield laser even reaches them.
That's what I was talking about too. So there's a second laser traveling at them with the power shield laser, and then you might go for this power shield laser short hop laser, but you get hit by the second laser that was traveling at you.
And then you both get hit by laser at the same time. There's no frame advantage for anyone.
Which is always a terrible situation that I hate. I used to stick it out and just do the meme where you just jump and short hop laser over and over again, but then I started to just full hop because I was like, let's just do something else.
I think that interaction is super interesting, and I think I'm the only one that likes that interaction. But here's the thing is, most of the time when people are doing that mix-up of just like they both hit each other with a laser and they do it again, they're actually most of the time too close to do that safely. And so like it becomes very common to where you both get hit by a laser, and then in your mind you're like, well, I just hit a laser, so I have enough time to cover myself with another laser. But no, you actually have no frame advantage because you both got hit at the same time. And if the other Falco just nares in immediately, he clean beats you for doing a laser. Yeah, so if you're really paying attention to the spacing, it's actually like quite unsafe to do that a lot of the times where you both do it. So it's become very common. It's kind of meta to just immediately nair in when you both get hit by a laser right now. So then it's become like the next level is to like laser and then you just crouch.
Yep, laser crouch, yeah.
Yeah, so then you don't shoot the next laser when you both got hit, and if they nair in, you hit them, and if they do shoot a laser, you can go for a power shield or something.
Yeah, so you can go for a power shield, or you crouch the laser and then you take less stun or whatever. Yeah. So the interactions are all crazy.
This type of stuff is why I think the Falco Ditto is so like dumb and complicated, because like everything that we're talking about now is not literally what's happening in a match right now. Like we're trying to study a match, but all this stuff has to be accounted for technically with every laser, kind of. You know, so it's just like it's impossible to map out a fully fleshed game plan because it just gets so complex so fast. Not to mention that, you know, one thing that ruins it. I remember I had this thought and I forgot to respond to your tweet a while ago where you were talking about take laser forward air with Marth and doing laser nair. Yeah. And you're like, this is the range where laser nair works. It actually doesn't work at that spacing if the Marth SDIs the laser away.
Maybe you did respond. I have a recording too.
I just said like I tried to test it, but then like there's two complex things with like whether the laser's higher or lower, you have more or less frame advantage and stuff. But also if he just SDIs once away, then it's kind of like one more L frame or two more L frames, and then maybe he gets the fair out. Like
he 100% gets the fair out.
Yeah,
it's really
annoying.
It's really bad. Yeah, I specifically didn't mention that because, like, you know, the Marths can figure that out for themselves if they really want.
So just the fact that there's all this stuff to worry about is like really frustrating.
Yeah. Well, the frustrating part about it for me, I enjoy having these discussions and I like understanding these parts about the game, and I think it makes me play better. But the problem, the like frustrating part about this is like the other Falco a lot of the times just doesn't give a shit about any of this.
Yeah, I think that when you know the mix-ups and you know that they don't know the mix-ups, you can just figure out what they're doing. So that's like, it's kind of useful to know all this like in the back of your mind, but in game, just be like, oh, this guy nairs here, you know, and you kind of know why the nair works or doesn't work and what it beats or doesn't beat, and so you can just like immediately respond to that. So like all that stuff is only useful for like subconscious knowledge, but in the game, you treat it like any other interaction and you try to get a read on them.
Yeah, so, but I was just saying. Something that like it can kind of tilt me sometimes even is like I know all this crazy complex stuff and this guy's just laser spamming, like he doesn't even know, but like he's doing this really complex thing, but like he has no clue how complex it is.
Because the other thing is in those interactions where you're both lasering and you both hit each other, it's like you can choose between a high laser or a low laser, and that also changes things completely and stuff, and most of them can't even execute either if they wanted to, right? Like they're just shooting lasers and they come out wherever.
So last thing, literally last thing before we keep going, is
I think it's kind of important because we
I think so too.
Have some sort of basis for the matchup.
Exactly.
So, like, maybe for future episodes we have like a pre-discussion with like a small like outline. Just themes of the matchup, and then go into the set, because right now we're like, oh yeah, we have to talk about this about like
because we'll just see it happen and then we So one interesting thing too, because the laser interactions are so complicated. So if you both hit each other with a laser and you're just stuck there, right? And if you guys both go for a short hop laser, there's this inner meta too of not only the height of the laser but the timing of the laser.
Yeah, you could just wait a bit and then jump over their laser with a laser
or if you do like a short hop laser low and they do a short hop laser high, the landing animation of you doing the short hop laser will actually get you under the short hop high laser. And sometimes that means that both lasers can miss, but only if you're both at the right spacing to like miss each other. But a lot of times that actually favors the person doing the lower laser. But this has to do with the timing, not the height. And so a lot of people just like say like, oh, high laser beats low laser because like they have to short hop either way. But the thing is, if they shoot the short hop laser and do it low quickly enough, they actually go under the high laser. So there's probably some mid height that's really good. But yeah, so that's just something too. It's not only the height, but also the timing, and all of those things matter in determining who gets frame advantage and who can make the most off of each laser. You know?
Yeah. But these guys aren't shooting lasers at all. So
these guys aren't really doing it. So side B from the ledge.
Oh, I call this the Arcadian ledge dash. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you saw the Arcadian.
I watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bobby Big Balls won, and he did side B from the ledge almost every single time. And it
really?
Never got punished, and it often got him hits. Like, he just converted on the sheiks that he beat, like, by doing side B from the ledge every time. So now every time I do it, I'm like, Arcadian ledge dash.
I really like that. Okay, so Mango reacts out of shield with this short hop laser. Or he does the back air clank and then does a short hop laser, I think.
It's basically what we said, where you actually can't reactively punish it when you're that close, right? Like side B from the ledge is just safe against someone that's that close.
And so this is something that Falco likes to do a lot, that I think will eventually be optimized into dash JC shine or running shine at certain distances. But the laser buffer walk shine is what Mango does here. And he actually reacts to the double jump a little bit later and does his full hop back air, which blows my mind that it works. I think I would have probably done a similar back air, but I'm assuming that Rocky would probably like try and input a down air right here, and it would just eat this back air. But he kind of just did nothing.
Trade though. Like, look at the percents, right? Like,
100%.
If it trades, it's so good. So
so I understand why he went for it, and I think it's like a similar reason for why I would have gone for it. But like, a lot of times this seems to not work out for me. Maybe because I'm not reacting properly, and Mango's probably paying attention. So. But good on Mango so far. I feel like he's put a lot of like positional pressure. He's caught a lot of like good reads that led to openings, and it doesn't seem like Rocky's willing to take the same sort of initiative, right?
Yeah, or able to. Like he actually. So I think one of the things that separates like the top players from the players that are good but get rocked by the top players is that there's like these in between situations that the high level players aren't looking at. Like, they have these positions mapped out and stuff and like what they're gonna do, but they do one and then they're like, okay, time to go to the next one. But Mango's hitting you between the two interactions, so it's like Mango's kind of catching him before Rocky ever has a chance to like set up a beat.
Yeah, I get that. Like Rocky's trying to move to top platform or something, but Mango catches him before he gets there.
Let's play a top platform interaction. He gets hit on the way there, and he's like, "Oh shit! Okay, let's get to center stage and shoot a laser." He gets hit before he shoots the laser. He's like, "Wait a second, I haven't actually picked an option yet." You know, like
No, that's really prevalent. If anybody wants to go watch, I don't know if you've seen it, the Me versus Mango set.
Yeah, I saw your analysis of it, I think. So,
Yeah. So game 3 is like all of that. Like
Yeah,
I'm really trying to do this and I think it's a good idea. And then Mango's like, nope. And I'm like,
yeah.
okay, well, how about, is this a good idea? And he's like, nope. And I'm like, oh, okay, God. So I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
So, okay, so this is something that I've been thinking about too. It almost seems valuable to me. I feel like to just hard shield on the ground sometimes in Falco Dittos. This is so weird. I was playing against
Tierno, yeah.
Tierno on netplay, and he like is very good at Falco Dittos, I think, or he like lost at the Arcadian, but except when I play against him, I feel like he does a lot of things really, really well. And he actually gets hard reversals on me trying to do like aerials on him when I have invincibility, because I'm like trying to force a mix up and he just hard shield and then shines out of shields me. And it's like,
Right.
well, when you think about
Yes.
the openings that you can get on a Falco that's at 0%, it's like shine out of shield is a huge one. So
Yeah, it's actually the best one, I think. Well, just shine, right? So,
right, yep,
and for the same reason, the jump shine on platforms is one of your biggest openings. Shine out shield's one of them,
Right.
and then laser dash jump shine is one of them. So there's just like any way you can get a shine at 0 is super valuable. I think that what you're describing is actually really powerful against Falco in general. I, a Peach main, have recently discovered
yeah,
that as Peach, if ever I take a stock from Falco, even if I'm like at 100 and whatever, but really at any percent, one of the best things Peach can do against invincibility is go to center stage and hold Z. Because she doesn't have like ledge dash or anything. She's not fat. Like shielding on platforms is awful compared to with Falco and stuff. But if I'm just center stage holding Z, Falco's, first of all, most of them walk up and then like randomly do shine pressure on me for no reason, and then eventually like read a roll, and I'm like nice, and then I let go of Z and I play neutral. You know?
yeah.
So it's just like, and then if they grab you, you're like nice, and then they get nothing off the grab, and it's just like nobody can really get consistent punishes. I mean, Falco doesn't get consistent punishes off of grab against anyone.
Yeah.
At 0, so not like super consistent. So it's kind of like just kind of worth sometimes to hold shield against them. So.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I was thinking. Is like it might just be kind of worth, and like the grab was a huge thing to me too, because like a lot of times if it's Marth and you like shield on the ground, it's like, oh well, there goes your stock if he reads you correctly or something. In this matchup, it's like you could even be ready for the grab to happen, and then you can just like hold away for the up throw, and then exactly what we talked about at low percent, where like you just get shot away. Yeah, so like you could just expect that to happen. So I think that shielding is just like good. You don't even have to be on a platform. I tell a lot of people to go to platforms and shield. I don't even think it necessarily matters against Falco when you're at low percent.
Yeah, you can just be on the ground. I think Falco is kind of like a Street Fighter character in this fashion. There's like this Justin Wong video that's called like How to Play Lame, and one of his like key concepts that he talks about is just take the throw. So like in Street Fighter, you can like try to push buttons to get out of corner pressure or something, but if you're just blocking, they might just grab you. But grab doesn't do a lot of damage in that game. So it's just like if just take the throw, as in like don't play the mix up. Just allow them to throw you every time, right? Because you have to play someone who's willing to grab 5 times in a row to punish you for just blocking in the corner.
Yeah.
And that's kind of true against Falco and no other character in Melee. Because if you just literally quote unquote take the throw in Melee, you're getting killed. That's their biggest opening, right? So yeah, it's kind of funny how you can just shield against them.
Yeah. I just want to highlight that a little bit because like it seemed like at first I thought, wow, I would never really do that. And then I was like, actually, I think the shield's really powerful. So kind of interesting to see that. And then Rocky doesn't really make anything happen with his invincibility, unfortunately. Like a roll happens, and he walks at him.
Yeah, I think we should go back because it's kind of interesting. He kind of retreated to the side platform, and then Mango got a big opening on him. So, like, we're describing about how tough it is to hit people on the side platform. So.
Yeah, true.
Did you pause? My video's still playing.
I've paused now.
Oh, okay.
I'm at 133. Are you good?
I don't know if it tells me where you pause. It says 151 for me right now.
151? We are at totally different things.
Hit unpause, pause real quick. Let me see if it refreshes. Okay, yeah, now I'm at 133. It just hadn't like refreshed.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. I don't think I ever got to 150 anything though.
Yeah, it like when you first paused, it just kept playing. I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
It's weird.
Broken website.
Yeah, go like back once or twice and then hit play.
Well, they're both at like 0%. So are you at 121?
I want to see him go to the side platform and then how Mango like approaches the side platform. Yeah, okay, this is good.
Okay, so he's on the side platform, right?
Yep.
Yes. So
okay,
this is exactly the thing that I was talking about when I said that I think Mango does some really interesting things to bait people off the platforms.
Yeah.
This was the interaction I was thinking of.
Yeah. So you went all the way under him and then went a little past him to bait the shield drop down air. So it's like crazy. Oh, the shield drop, shield bump, I think.
That seems so good to me. is like he seemed to make himself vulnerable, but like dash dance whiff punished him at the end of it.
Right.
And he also gave the visual cue of a jump up at the side platform, but actually only short hopped. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Yeah. I've thought about doing this when I throw people. I think about short hopping so that they think I'm going to full hop and then they'll like burn a jump or something. Because they see the visual cue of like a jump happening and also me rising. And so I think that they'll like initially react to that. Because like jump squat and the initial velocity or like the initial like acceleration of the jump, I think is actually the cue that people look for, not necessarily like the full hop.
I agree. Yeah. Same with like juggling Marth. A lot of times you can beta side D or counter or down air or something.
So anyway, really interesting that he did that and that he covered spot dodge with the Westballz shines here. Down air, shine. And then, this shield poke, just for everybody, I think both of us know this, but if you hit like one aerial on shield and then you go for dash shield drop aerial, you can shield poke most characters and most definitely Falco. It works the best on characters that have their feet exposed on like full shield. But yeah, like instant full shield drop down air, just like straight up shield pokes. And almost nobody's ready for it. So that was really good by Mango. And then something, God, dude. Have you seen the Sechi thing, or have I told you about it, where I used to think that it was a 50-50 between regular get up and get up attack right here, but you can actually cover it with the exact same full hop jump shine timing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could cover it with the same timing, which I've been really working on, and it like works really well.
Yeah.
What we're not sure of, though, is if you can do that and still react to the rolls left and right.
Right.
Because you might have to wait too long into the animations for it to like be a thing, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've never like super mapped out stuff like that for tech chasing. I just kind of try it.
Yeah, I think it's important to know though, and like Mango obviously goes too early there, right?
Yeah.
And so like this is Rocky's first opening is like a mistake from Mango here.
Yeah.
Gets a hard down air, which is really good. A little bit of Westballz stuff here, it seems.
Yeah, that looked not safe too. So.
What do you mean by not safe?
You know what? I think every time you pause, mine just keeps playing for a bit. So like.
Wow, why does this happen?
I don't know. It keeps playing until you hit play.
What time do you have right now?
Right now it says 153.
God, I'm at 143.
Yeah, but I think if you hit play or play pause, it'll like teleport me to now I'm at 143. So I think every time you pause,
I should play pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like mash it.
Yeah, so if I go back, like here, for example, if I go back right now and then I pause, what time are you at?
Okay, so I think it doesn't update my time in the bottom left. My timer is at 7:23. Is that where you're at? Like the in-game timer?
Yeah, I'm at 7:23 in-game timer.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay, so we're at the same time.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. And then I've played.
Yep, and you just turn.
And then what I wanted to pause on is here. Did it pause for you?
Okay. Yeah, it did pause. So
okay, 7:20.
Left side platform. Yep.
I don't know what's happening then. What's wrong?
I don't know what's going on before.
I don't know. Okay, maybe every time I pause, I'll just say the time at the top. You tell me if it's different. I'll pause. Pause. Anyway, so he goes for the back throw dash attack, right?
Yep.
So he kind of wavelands up, reaction, back throw dash attacks, which is like Westballz stuff. He was the first person at least I saw do it, and it seemed to be pretty good. But Mango isn't really at a percent where like this is gonna matter. It looks like.
Yeah. Westballz nowadays would probably run off shine there instead of back throw.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But Mango gets a reversal anyway. What does he do off the ledge? Just waveland side platform, gets a shield drop there.
Yeah, I think it's shield drop, yeah. This down air on the shield is what I was referring to that's unsafe.
This one?
So
7:15?
after he shield drops, after he shield drops on the ground, he drops through down airs.
Oh.
Yeah.
It like kind of freeze for me or whatever.
Yeah.
So what happens here? Oh, it wasn't safe because it was too high is what you're saying.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're probably right. That's what it seemed to me. He kind of looked like he almost spaced it okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then a read from Mango. One thing that I don't like about this matchup is that you can't reaction tech chase on the ground. So, like, you have to go for a read in almost every situation. So, like, did it pause for you, 7:12?
Yep.
Okay, so, like, Mango goes for this dash down air, but it's just, like, any Falco in the world could just read 1 out of 4 and, like, get, like, a very similar
Can Falco
punish.
reaction tech chase Like he can't reaction tech chase most characters. I think.
Most characters, yeah. But like
Unless they're by the ledge, and then you don't have to cover deck away.
right. But like you can reaction tech chase Fox, and your punish game is most similar to Fox, and so like a lot of times I feel comfortable hitting Fox to the ground and then like reaction tech chasing. When I play against Falco, it's like I don't want to hit them into the ground at all because there's just a chance that I'm wrong, like a pretty solid chance that I'm wrong a lot of the time, and that just adds some element of randomness. It appears like to the matchup, at least to me. But
yeah, but I mean, it's a favorable odds, you know, like it's kind of like how the best poker players are still winning the tournaments.
Yeah, definitely. No, I hear you.
Just play the good odds and then it's fine.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so I'm trying to go back a little bit. Okay, so that downer is probably unsafe. He still got it though. Big punish. He grabs the ledge. That was really good.
Yeah, the reaction down air is really good. So.
Yeah, I was thinking shine back here, but like, why not just down air?
Yeah, exactly.
So he just shields again, right? He just shields on the invincibility and then goes for a roll. I think that a lot of characters like do this kind of roll against Falco, and it seems to work really well. And Mango kind of just also does it as Falco.
Yeah, like rolling to the corner is the Armada. So.
Yep, very true. And then Mango does these lasers that I've been doing them more and more, but Falcos seem to be just running under me and running shining a lot when I do this.
Yeah.
So it used to seem to work really well, and now it seems like it doesn't really work that well, as if the meta has like somehow like evolved.
I think so. I think people get used to Falco full hopping into corner now, and it's like it used to be they didn't know what he was going to do, and then it just became kind of meta to just do the Mango option of doing the laser almost every time. So now people just run under all the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to just go to the ledge when I'm all the way in the corner like that.
Yeah, true.
The full hop mix-ups are still good because you can just down air if they try to running under you shine. Or you can full hop and then like side beat at the top platform or full hop waveland or something.
Yeah, that's true. So. Another thing too is that like I've tried to mix up this this laser sequence with full hop down air, but a lot of times people try to jump up at you and then they land cancel. Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's kind of this frustrating sequence of like a bunch of things that don't seem that great.
Yep.
So like the full hop to me seems kind of not great anymore.
Yeah.
Just because so many people are like reading it and they get a shine and it's like, well, okay, now I'm kind of screwed. I think that full hop waveland side platform is still really good, but
yeah, I agree.
But we see Mango kind of get another opening because Rocky didn't respond correctly.
Right.
Nice timing on everything he's done so far.
He goes for like the shield poke down there again.
Yep. But this time he just wasn't spaced correctly. He wasn't deep enough into Rocky's shield. Yeah. And then he gets this like jump shine shield poke almost, it appears.
Yeah. Well, Rocky I think missed a shield drop.
Yeah, but he gets his shield back up. Oh no, he actually does. He misses a shield drop, then gets a shield drop, but Mango catches him.
Yeah.
In the middle of that happening. Okay. But anyway, kind of, Mango is going to do this jump shine either way.
Yep.
Oh, that's like the worst thing I think I've seen Mango do so far, right?
Yeah.
Is this full hop nair? You see it?
Yep.
657 is what I'm at.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay.
So I don't think there's like a drift that makes that super safe or anything. So
no.
It's kind of like, yeah.
He's just like banking that this is gonna like straight up work. Like if Rocky went for a short hop laser side platform or something, then like maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is like pretty uncharacteristic from how Mango's been playing this set the whole time, right?
Yeah.
It's like Rocky was on side platform, he would dash under and then like bait, or he would jump shine and then like double jump away or like convert, whatever. This seems kind of like very different and pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah, not a big fan.
But Mango gets a ledge dash.
Yeah, he's actually just pretty good at it now.
Yeah, it's never like incredibly clean, but it's probably like 9 gallant, like he gets some stuff done. He's at least moving quickly.
Yeah, who needs 13? Honestly, 13 is greedy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he reacts nicely here too, because like Rocky's kind of above him in this situation, and double jumped, and Mango kind of just reacts with this full hop back air.
Yep.
Nice for Mango. Just a tiny mix up.
Pressure, just really good pressure on a platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like knowing how much frame advantage he had. Like Rocky's gonna be so scared, he's gonna spot dodge.
Mm-hmm. Now this is the reason why I feel Mango lost to Magi, right? Is like a lot of like he goes for a down smash here, and then he's just kind of like he jump shines on the ledge dash, and he's just kind of testing over and over again.
Yeah.
And like Magi passed all the tests, you know?
Right.
And like
right.
here's Rocky failing every test essentially.
Yeah.
And like Mango's just like, okay, if you're gonna fail all the tests, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Because he's just really swingy, kind of, in this matchup, where it's just like, if he shields something, he's trying to punish you immediately.
Here's another thing too, is that like, just like how we were talking about how I don't really see Mango going for a lot of these full hop aerials, like Rocky goes for this drift in bear, and he like tries to drift it away, but he's at way too high of a percent to be like betting this much on that back air, you know?
I agree. I think a lot of people do their back airs with A, and then just have terrible drift.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
If we all just did our back airs with C-stick, we would get hit so much less.
Yeah. The thing is, it makes me so sad, because on one side I do it with C-stick, the other side I use A.
Yeah, most of the time I'm the same. But I can do it both sides. I just, like, obviously the harder side is a little harder, but, like, I can get it, and almost every time with the auto cancel. With full hop, it's kind of tricky, and I tend to claw it if I go for it.
Really?
Because otherwise you have to hold down the X button until you leave the ground, and then travel to the C-stick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So.
Weird. But yeah, it's just like Mango isn't taking these types of gambles the whole time, and like I feel like Rocky feels like he has to, but it's like kind of the wrong option to do anyway.
Yeah.
Mango shot some like kind of poorly timed lasers to catch jumps, but I mean like they had some potential, I think.
Right.
And then Rocky was actually just too close to the stage for this edge guard to work out for Mango, because he can reach side platform. Reaching side platform here, like if this was FD, this edge guard would have been really good, because Rocky just falls on top of him and then he gets like an edge guard or whatever. But that's why like platform stages can actually help Falco recovery so much, because at this up B height, he can actually still go to the ledge and he can go straight or like kind of down.
I think instead of going to the ledge, I would have shot a short hop laser, attempting to time catching him going to the ledge, and then I would have reacted to punishing him going to the platform.
Yeah.
With back air.
Yeah. I mean that probably
like laser turnaround.
It's just after the short hop laser happens, there's like a slew of mix-ups that would happen, so, which is kind of complicated. We don't necessarily have to go into that.
Most commonly, they side B below the ledge and die.
Yeah, actually, that's been happening pretty recently to me. So
I call that the Kira, because he used to do that all the time. Back when we played all the time, I was like, look, you can just side B and not die. I know.
I did like a sleepy laser almost to somebody today, and they side B'd after, because they up B'd. They didn't side B, but they up B'd at a very low like ledge height, and then they side B'd immediately after the laser, and they still grabbed the ledge. And I was like, what? That was insane. So like, yeah, you definitely don't have to drop that far.
One of my favorite things to do is to like, you know how when you're at that height and that you like take laser up B, take laser up B, take laser up B or something? I love mixing up between side B and up B on every single one.
Oh.
So you're like, take laser side B, take laser up B, take laser side B, take laser up B, and then you get a legend.
That's really funny. I've never done that before, but it sounds tricky almost kind of too.
Yeah, because most people will like do those lasers and then like short hop nair in place or charge a forward smash to cover the side B. You know? And if they forward smash and you up B, they just miss a forward smash and you hit him.
Yeah.
And then if they like are expecting the up B, sometimes they like laser and then like, I don't know, grab the ledge, but side B just gets you to center stage. So
definitely
kind of good to like not let him know which one. But yeah, he just gets hit out of it. Like he got to the side platform and then he just gets shined. Like
like
it wasn't really an interaction. Like he just shield dropped and got hit. Like
no, I definitely agree. It's so weird though. He gets caught just barely before his shield drop dare comes out, and it's like to me this jump shine gets eaten a lot of the time by like this down air, but Mango kind of just pushes the advantage at the right time, I guess.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Insane dash back.
What is this, dude? What is this? Look where I paused it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But like, I guess the cognizance from Mango knowing that he's gonna want to push it here is like pretty crazy.
Like he's coming out of lag. If you're close to someone who's coming out of lag at a side B, they're probably gonna roll or spot dodge. If you're far away, the most common instinct I think is to YOLO attack in.
Yeah.
So I think it like kind of makes sense where Mango got up and he's like, this guy's gonna YOLO, dash back, dash in. So I don't even know that he like knew that it was gonna be dash attack. He probably expected an aerial.
Yeah, I think that like Nair, or I think that would be a very similar spacing of things to happen anyway. Oh my goodness.
It's so good.
It's like literally perfect. I don't know, dude. It's crazy.
I don't know, dude.
And the thing is, okay, I jerk Mango off a lot, but okay, so he does shine here. I would have just shine bared immediately. He goes for shine, then shine bear again, and it like perfectly kills with the percent too.
I know.
It's like, oh my god, do you really have to be like that perfect? I don't know. I don't understand. Okay, so far Mango's been destroying him, punishing really hard off of every interaction, getting a lot of jump shines on the side platforms, finishing off a good amount of edge guards.
Corner pressure, getting him as soon as he tries to act out of the platforms. I think it's just like we're not really seeing a lot of mapped out interactions. I think if Rocky was analyzing this set, a lot of the decisions he made are not necessarily decisions that he would like come up with while analyzing a situation.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? Like it's a lot of just like decisions under pressure and like being a little too slow to make a decision and stuff. So yeah.
I remember I was watching a Sammy lesson recently. Maybe it was with you, but he was like, I think it was with you, but he was talking about how when he plays the game, it's very similar. His thought process is very similar to when he's analyzing the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Rocky very obviously here, like if I paused the game, I was like, Rocky, what should you do here? He'd be like, well, I should probably short hop laser, or maybe I should back off. And instead, like we unpaused, and he dash attacks into the corner. And it's like,
exactly.
Okay. So I think maybe he's either not reacting properly, and like Mango kind of is. Or just like he needs to slow things down a little bit. It's interesting though. Again, Mango just shielding, but here he is getting forward thrown.
Right, and it's kind of fine.
It's like, kind of fine.
There's definitely a chance to die off this forward throw.
This is like worst case scenario, actually. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And so like
this is what you were talking about before, where he catches a short hop laser with an air. So that's one of the juiciest 0% openings you can get.
Yeah. This is really nice. One thing that's really hard too is Falco. I mean, like you obviously know this, is we get this shine right here. It's incredibly hard to know whether or not they're going to land on the side platform or not. Or if you're going to have time to jump shine them before you. Exactly, because the apex of their like trajectory or whatever is determined by like how they DI. So if they DI in or up, they go like very straight up and pretty high, and then they won't land on the side platform. But if they actually DI away, they have a much higher chance of landing on the side platform before you can get there. Not only because you have to travel more distance, but also because they actually arc lower.
Yeah, so they land sooner.
They land sooner, exactly. So it's like good recognition by Mango, but it's always so hard to tell.
Yep. Oh my god. His like his tech chases when he knows he doesn't have the reaction tech chase, his options under those pressure are so good, right? Like
really, really good. And then like the exact same thing here too, right? It's like he didn't have enough time to like do something substantial. He does a late dare, but then gets like shield drop fared because I think he messed up or something.
The downer wasn't quite late enough to be shield drop proof, I think. So.
That makes some sense. But shield drop fair even, you think?
Yeah, no, I would have done
even
that.
Hitting here? I think, are you paused at 617?
Yep.
Okay. It looks like the down air is low enough to me, at least where it's hitting here. But I don't know. Maybe not.
Wait. So I'm at 617, but I think I'm like a couple frames.
I'm at 617, 6.6.
Yeah, 617.76.
Oh my
the
God.
The downer's not out yet, but I know where it hit, and like it has to be like stupid low. Maybe he could have.
I went one more frame farther.
Yeah. Well, mine didn't pause the second time. Mine's just playing now.
Really? What? Really?
Yeah. Okay, now it's paused.
God, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with this.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, don't worry about it. Like it's a kind of weird interaction because the thing is too, Mango's shine might have missed if he just shined. So that's why shield drop fair like makes a lot of sense to me.
True. One really interesting thing too. God, I just want to. There's so much to talk about with melee. Is like if you go for like down air or like aerial into shine on Peach on the platforms. This is like a good example of it. Her shield drop, like up air animation, contorts her body in a way that she'll just avoid the shine a lot of the time. So like a lot of characters like chic or something, like when they do like shield drop up air or like shield drop fair, actually like contort their body when they're shield dropping through the platform, and then also with the aerial.
Yeah, I actually don't think you should be late down airing on platforms very much. I think if you do a late aerial, it should be nair.
Yeah.
Nair is like +0, so like the shine can catch the first frame of the shield drop almost every time. So, but in my experience, like I'll do like the latest down air of all time, and then I'll be 1 frame late on my shine, and I get shield drop shined, and I'm like, well.
No, definitely. So anyway, he gets forward aired, and then this is actually a thing that Rocky does, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
Well, Mega Christmas is a big fan of this side B.
There's no way that, can we agree there's no way this is like optimal or good? Like, can we set the record straight on this?
I'm definitely going to clip this and send this to him because yes, I completely agree with you.
Okay, thank God. Because I swear, I think he even like came into my Twitch chat or something. He was like, "Yeah, Holmes, like that's my thing. Like you should try it." Like, no, I don't.
Everybody who uses side B loves that they use side B. You know?
Yeah, yep, definitely. There's this really technical like spacey player that's in Michigan, and he tries to side B in neutral all the time because he thinks that it's the perfect mix up to laser.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Sammy has said before that in the Ditto it can be a read on high lasers far away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess. So, it is a punish, and this is what we have to work with. It's maybe not the optimal thing to do.
Like he doesn't get anything off of it. He's like.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of. He gets like
a
action tech chase. I don't know.
Okay. This is a situation that I'll highlight just because this is kind of all standard stuff here. All of those lasers were useless, by the way. I don't know if you're viewing. This is a laser. Laser.
Yep.
Yeah. All of those are useless.
The first one is reasonable to do, but as soon as you do the first one, you got to know that the second one won't work, and you have to just fast fall to the side platform.
Yeah.
Instead. Like get down there as soon as possible.
I agree. So what happens here with Mango is that he actually misses the ledge but doesn't realize it.
I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah. So I tested this and like on human reaction time, like pretty optimal human reaction time. If you up B when you react to not having grabbed the ledge, you're actually dead to anybody who grabs the ledge. Like if somebody just grabs the ledge and rolls up, you die because you're too low to actually make it past the ledge based on human reaction time and how fast Falco falls.
Yep.
So this is dumb, but luckily Rocky double jumps for no reason, but then does a down smash. So like he gets a little bit lucky because Falco's maybe not good in that situation, but he converted off of that. Oh, and this is something that we'll see a couple times too, is
ledge stalling is a myth.
Yeah, so I had a conversation with Sammy. We always bring up Sammy, but I talked to him a lot about Melee, or at least I have. So I asked him how to deal with Wizrobe doing ledge stalls. Because at Summit, I thought I was going to have to play Wizrobe. Turns out I had to play Zane. But I was like, man, Wizrobe is just going to like ledge stall. And I feel like I get like so tilted or like not tilted, but like I can't do anything about it. I don't know how to handle it. He's like, why don't you just go hit him? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, nobody really does stalls perfect.
Yeah,
like
exactly. No, it's only Sheik mains. So
yeah,
because it's like Sheik has a huge window and everyone else it's literally 1 frame.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw I had a tweet recently about this too, where someone was talking about ledge stalling, and I was like, the secret to ledge stalling is to tell everyone that you have good ledge stalls, so that they don't challenge it. Or I think I was talking about ledge dashes, but same thing with ledge stall, where it's like, honestly, I got away for years with people just walking away. And I actually remember I had a set. Chroma was commentating, and Chroma was like, when Squid does these ledge stalls, he's definitely invincible. I tried to punish him one time, didn't work, so
oh my god.
And I saw that and I was like, yep, won't say anything. Super down with having that perception.
Yeah, if I try my hardest, I can get it like 50% of the time.
Yeah, same, about 50. Like,
which is a lot to bank your stock on.
Yeah, there's no way. So generally speaking now, I do it, and if I'm at low percent and I've never played this person in my life, I'm not gonna bank on it, right? I'll do one ledge stall like before they get there, and then I'll ledge dash as they arrive or something.
Yeah.
If I am at high percent, like if I'm at 130, I'm kind of down to bank on it then. Like I'll just like ledge stall and like either they're not gonna challenge it and I'll be fine, or they miss a down smash and I'll be fine, or like I happen to be invincible 50% of the time. So
yeah, that makes sense. I just like a little anecdote, little story is Mewtwo King. I was playing Mewtwo King at Summit and I was whooping him in friendlies. I really was. I didn't lose a game to his Sheik. I really was destroying his Sheik. And he said to me, why do you do the shine up B stall? Which is a common question I get from noobs, but I really thought that Mutaking would like know this, right? And I was like, well, it really doesn't matter if you shine. The only thing that matters is that you let go of the ledge frame perfectly. And he's like, no, that's not true. You can't do the shine. It takes too much time. Like, you have to be like frame perfect. I was like, no, you only have to be frame perfect on one thing, Mutaking. Like, the rest of it's very lenient. And he's like, here, try it. And so I tried to do the shine up B stall, and he would run off double jump bear as Sheik. And he's like, well, it's at least not invincible against that, because he killed me like 7 times in a row. I was like, no, I'm just bad, Mutaking. Like,
first of all, I'm just bad. Second of all, it doesn't matter. You're still just proving that, like, I said I had to be frame perfect on letting go from the ledge. So I'm not frame perfect on letting go from the ledge. We haven't proved anything.
I know.
Out of it.
I know. So it was just dumb. But it's just incredibly hard. Like, Mutaking asked me to like do it so that the back air wouldn't hit me, and I couldn't on command. You know, like,
no, there's no way.
It's that difficult.
I had a set with Mega Christmas last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, and I would just like, I think it was 3 stocks where I walked up and down smashed his ledge because I ledged all the time. And then he's like, I'm gonna ledge stall. Then I walked up and down smashed it, and he's like, what?
That's so funny.
Since then, we've played a few friendlies, and he walked up and down smashed it, and I was like, that feels bad.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mango does this. It's a big old lingering hitbox. It hits people the whole time. So if you're off by a frame, you just die.
Yeah.
But kind of destructive for Mango.
We got through one game. A 2-minute game took us an hour and a half.
Was that an hour and a half?
Almost.
So here's what I was thinking is maybe we don't do the Bimbo Westballz set today.
Yeah, or we do one game of each. So now we just switch to...
Do we want to? Do you want to do that?
Yeah, because I think this set, I mean,
that was kind of a good showing of like what.
Yeah. I think game 1 maybe was worse than game 2, but I think this set is more punishing mistakes than overall game plans. And I also think that's kind of important too, though, because this matchup, for all the theory of like laser playstyle, platform playstyle, like this sort of scrappy playstyle, none of it matters because of how important execution is in this matchup. And the amount of Falcos that are like evenly matched enough so that playstyle is what determines a matchup and not tech skill, you know, like it's very few. Like there's not that many Falcos where it's not just going to be determined by whoever's playing cleanly.
Yeah, definitely. I think that like maybe, God, this is like the greedy person in me, right? Because I think that like maybe you, me, Westballz, Mango, like we're kind of at the level, well, maybe not even Rocky and Mango. Like Mango's punishing mistakes.
Yeah, I don't know about Mango in that group of people. Right?
Yeah, but like when I play against Westballz, I really feel like I'm getting outstyled. You know, like I really feel like I'm not playing against his style correctly.
True. Yeah, and so, maybe certain styles are more like I don't know how to say it. I think Westballz is really good at like if he starts losing, he really falls back onto something that's really hard to like just abuse by being more technical or something. Like I definitely, when I was like starting to compete with Westballz and getting close, I had sets where I would like take a game or like start to get ahead and stuff, and then he would go to the top platform and like short hop down or a full hop, and like suddenly that was the entire interaction, and I would full hop, get full hopped, and he'd follow me with a down air, and I'm like, I feel like I'm not playing the game anymore. What's happening right now? And so maybe like Westballz is one of the people that's better at turning the game into his style. Yeah. But
what did you start doing against that, by the way?
Well, the main thing is the lasers.
The lasers?
I just go to the side platform, full hop double laser a couple times, and then he gets down. Or I full hop double laser a couple times, and now I'm threatening running jump shine from the side platform instead of from the ground. So basically, if he's on the top, I go to the side.
That makes sense.
Like, yeah, that's like the super oversimplified version is like if he's on top platform, I go to side platform. Yeah. If he's on the ground, I play on the ground, or I go to a platform.
Yeah.
So it's just like I now move around the platforms a lot in this matchup because I think it's just like
it sounds valuable against that like play style. Because I had this set where I was playing. Okay, well I went to it was the Mango Homecoming or whatever, right?
Yep.
And I went there and I was really sick, and I beat Spark in this. You know, Spark he kind of camps a little bit. So anyway, it's this grueling
kind of camp.
It is a grueling game 5. Exhausting set. I forced him game 5 for the record. But I took away a top platform. We went to Pokemon Stadium. He was done for. Anyway, so I'm done with that, and then they're like, Ginger, you have to play Westballz next. And it's like, I am so exhausted. I was sick, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I'm going to try and like bring out whatever I can against Wes. And that's what he did, dude. He went to the top platform, and he either short hopped down aired or full hopped, and then either fast fall or didn't, and then came with down with a down air.
The thing I realized that full hopping from the top platform, the thing that's cool about that, it's either cool or it's really lame.
Yep.
But basically, when you full hop from the top platform, the grounded Falco, even if he full hop and double jumps, does not reach you.
Yeah.
And you still have your double jump available.
Yeah,
so, like,
true.
You full hop, and they have to like full hop, wave land, full hop again. Like there's
and
no
like
way
not get down aired at like knockdown percent, or like Westballz is also really good because he's played this style for so long. It like drifting the down air like off to the side platform instead, and then like
because here's the thing is once you full hop from the center of the top platform, even on Dreamland, but like definitely everywhere else, you can reach either edge of the stage.
Yeah.
Right? Like definitely if you use your double jump, like you can full hop drift all the way to the right, double jump, side B to the ledge or something. Right? Like you can go anywhere. So it's like really hard to just like force your way in when they're just going to be like, I'm going to slow down the pace of the game, and you're like, no. Oh wait, yeah, no, you did. Okay, I see.
Well,
but if you're just like, I'm down to play slower, then it's kind of like it's not like because when you full hop, you give up all threats.
Yep.
Like all immediate threats. So then if I am like, okay, he full hops, I'm going to go to side platform instead of lasers. Then he's like, oh, I just have to take those lasers now and then land back on the top platform, and now I don't have the same sort
really
of like,
anything to do. Yeah.
Right.
So like the ending of this story is I lost to that 3-0, and he like fist bumped me all depressed like Westballz does, and I was like, well, how are you happy about what you just did? Anyway, I go home and I'm on net play against a Falco, and I'm like, you know what? That was so easy. Like I bet I could just do this, and I do it for like a straight minute and a half, and a Falco, I swear to God, doesn't win the interaction once. Like he keeps trying to full hop at me, and I'm just down airing him in different ways. And I'm like, this is exactly what I thought would happen. Like maybe this is how the matchup is played. Whoever gets to the dumbass top platform first wins. But no, the lasers sound very, very good.
Yeah, the lasers are really good. I've also started doing more lasers against side platforms. So I play face for all the time, and sometimes he doesn't side platform camp nearly as much as Spark, but he'll do it for like 30 seconds at a time when he's just like, I'll trick him.
Right.
Platform camper for a bit, and so he goes to side platform. And now I stole these lasers from PP, where you go to the center and you instant double jump, double laser with no fast fall, and both lasers shoot at side platform height, and you don't land on the top platform. So it's definitely true on Battlefield. It's definitely true on Dreamland. On Yoshi's, you might not be able to do that because you'll land on the top platform. I'm not really sure, but basically,
I think you
on, like,
still
those
might be able to
big
do it on
stages.
Yoshi's.
Yeah, and like definitely on Pokemon, right? So it's basically like when people go to side platforms, you can still be shooting them, and it's like I don't think people think about that enough, about the fact that you can be shooting people not on the ground, because like it's really good against Puff too, for example, right? Like when Puff is just floating up there, like I used to not think full hop lasers were very productive because it's like 2%, who cares, and then she just keeps floating.
I think it's
but
really
no, it
good
actually like
against Puff.
yeah, it limits their options so much and like forces certain interactions to happen and stuff. So I'm a big fan of full hop lasers right now.
Yeah, I also think that I mean, if we want to go on like a little mini tangent, the Puff matchup, like I think every percent matters. So it's like
yeah, exactly.
Eventually, you get it a knockdown percent. It's like, dang, now you're destroying her or whatever. But yeah, those side platform lasers, I still have to practice those. I remember you mentioning those kind of when we were doing the last bird watching. When we were analyzing.
When we played, like when you were in SoCal recently.
Yeah,
I know it came up at one point because there were a bunch of Falcos playing for a really long time.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I need to definitely start doing that. And I think the overall thing is like if you're doing those full hop lasers and Westballz on the top platform, or if you're doing those double jump lasers and somebody's on the side platform, I think it like triggers in their brain like, oh, I can't just sit here because like I'm gonna get hit, and so something happens immediately afterwards.
Exactly. Yeah. In fact, most of the time you only have to do one iteration of full hop lasers before you do anything else. I know Rocky's actually really good at those, where he'll do full hop double laser, drop down laser, and almost always the other Falco ends up getting hit by the grounded laser, right? Because they like he sees the full hop laser and they're like, haha, time to get under him. So
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so we want to switch over to the other set and do another game.
I don't know. Can we get through another game in like 30 minutes? Because otherwise we're gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. Should we try it?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, let's do it. So I have to set up the OBS for this one.
Right.
It's not going to take long, but I don't know if there's anybody in the chat or if you want to talk to them or whatever. But
I'm down to talk to the chat. We can talk about Falco Dittos.
Nice.
Let's come up with an interaction. that I can just talk about?
You and I?
Yeah, just give me an interaction to talk about.
Falco Dittos? Let's say that you've shined a Falco's shield, but he has rolled past you. Now what's going to happen?
Yeah. So I think this is one of the things where you labbed out this shield pressure recently, where you do shine, and you can ignore me and just do the thing, by the way. But I'll do like, you do shine wave dash back as shield pressure, which is something that I think, like, New Age has become more and more powerful. Because shine wave dash back covers roll really well. It dodges shield grabs a lot of the time. And a lot of time it sets up pressure where you can, like, shield wave dash back forward smash for, like, something really powerful. Or shield wave dash back in, or shield wave dash back, and then, like, grab. So I'm a big fan of doing pressure like that, because any sort of continued pressure is pretty susceptible to roll, and characters that have good rolls are like a big pain in the ass when they do that. So yeah, I don't know. The Ditto, I know that we were talking about when, because I played Bimbo at the Roast, and then you played Bimbo at Lombardi, and both of us kind of had this feeling that he's like, he rolls a lot out of pressure situations. If you come in from above, he spot dodges a lot, and then he full hops a lot. So how do you pin someone down who's just trying to get out of the way? Like, he doesn't let you shield pressure for more than one iteration ever.
Right.
So that's one pressure where you, like, keeps you moving, like shield or shine wave dash back, or like late nair dash dance and stuff. So.
Great answer. I listened thoroughly.
Heck yeah.
But I have it set up now, which is great.
Nice.
I think
I have it open.
Okay.
So I just
if you need the link again, let me know.
Nope, I have it. So
okay.
I see it.
Cool.
You're paused at 44 seconds according to.
I am. Okay, nice. So we can go a little bit faster with this one. Maybe even talk about just like kind of the meaningful. Whoa, that sound on it. Okay, turning that off.
Yeah.
It surprised me a little bit there. Okay, so we can kind of mostly talk about the interactions that are different if we notice any.
Yeah.
At the very beginning, they go at each other, which was not what I was. You were commentating this set, and you're like, and they are just going at it. And I was like, that is not what I expected from this set, actually. But, like, look at them. They really are, like, everything is drifted in. This is just kind of a punish.
I think in this set, Westballz was kind of being a showman, like, playing for the
yeah, definitely.
Especially in the later games. So, once he, like, kind of knew he had the lead and was going to win. Like,
right.
games 4 and 5, he was doing some silly stuff. So.
Yep.
I love the shield drop nair. Shield drop nair on shield is, like, so good.
I mean, this is probably still unsafe, though, right? Hopefully we pause at the same time. 748.
Yeah, so you're paused at the right place. But what you can do is you can shield drop, input the nair, and fast fall before it comes out. Because that's basically what you do when you do the Sammy nair, right? When you short hop and then input the nair and fast fall.
Yeah.
That's Sammy nair. So it's actually the same input. You just shield drop and make sure that, like, you're back to neutral when you hit A, and then you fast fall again. And so as you know, with, like, Fox's full hop being safe on shield, as long as nair is started when you're fast falling, it's safe on shield. So
really.
Yeah, I mean, I think technically in the Falco Ditto, it loses to frame perfect shine out of shield.
Yeah, sure.
But it's shield grab proof. Like, you can do this nair. Like, they're not gonna frame perfect shine out of shield here. So.
I usually, when I do it, I just do like a very late nair on shield. Like, I'll shield drop early dare with a fade back, or I'll do like a shield drop late nair shine. Like.
Yep, that works too. Yeah, but you can do it this way, and, like, honestly, I don't think he started the fast fall yet, just based on how high this is. So normally when you fast fall, it's like a little lower than that anyways. So
yeah, sounds really good. This has kind of just been like one big punish, though, that like Westballz got off of an auto cancel back here that kind of happened in the corner. And then he's just kind of been forcing corner pressure.
Yeah, and now they're kind of scrapping.
This is actually something that we didn't see a lot in the last set is like hopefully you see it too right now, 744. This auto cancel back air, but like the other Falco, this is something that Santi did a ton to me. He either whiff punishes with dash attack at percents where it'll like knock me over or like pop me up, or he'll just like short hop aerial on me as a whiff punish to this. So it seems really good to like utilize this little part of the like corner when people are trying to wall you out right there.
Yeah, I will say that this is one of those situations where if we did our back airs with the C stick, because everyone drifts in, I think it's like the subconscious reason we do this is because if the back air hits and they don't hold down, then you get a huge opening off drift in. But like if they shield it or they hold down or they dash dance around it, then like the drift in is really bad. So I don't think we should almost ever drift in, because even if it works, it's kind of cheese. But if you do the auto cancel back air and drift away, like Santi would not be dash attacking that. There's no way. Like you'd have to be running with you and stuff. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Good point. See some cross-up aerials.
Yeah, he jumped over a laser with the back air. Down air clean beats nair. That's a big thing in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. I had Westballz do that to me a lot when I played against him at Summit. He beat me 3-1, but like I would short hop laser, immediate approaching Nair, thinking that I like caught him, and he would do immediate short hop down air fade away out of shield, and it would just eat me. And I was like, holy shit, nobody's ever done that.
I loved when we had KJH on stream for the bird call, and he was talking about how once he gets to knockdown percent, Falco's down air is like the scariest thing of all time. He's like, it just swallows everything. Ever since he said that, and I see down air, I'm just like, it just like completely swallows me.
Yeah. So that works really effectively, but like they are just kind of scrapping at short hop height, and they're throwing out early aerials, hoping to catch the other one. Roll away for the pressure sequence, reacts with the laser, but I forgot. Westballz is the green one, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so Bimbo was actually the one going off at the very beginning with a big punish.
Boom.
Boom, get roasted. But a nice...
doesn't really matter for the purposes of analysis.
Nope, not at all. I just wanted everybody...
That's a classic, the Westballz. Actually, that's so cool. You know how I said that he did the back throw dash attack like he did last game? And I was like, nowadays, Westballz would do run off shine. And he just did the run off shine here. So he gets him onto the platform.
And then the run off shine. Yeah. No, the run off shine is really, really good for sure. Do you ever have it where it doesn't work for you? I don't know.
So it doesn't work if you run off. So like, if they tech roll that direction, there's two ways to do the run off shine. One is to true punish the tech roll with run off shine, and it's just a DI mix up. And two is to wait for their shield to come up and then run off, so it pushes them off and then shine. But there's an in between where, like, their shield is not quite up yet, so you don't push them off. And then as soon as you run off, their shield pops up, and then the shine hits their shield.
That's what happens to me a million times over.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That means you're like just too slow or just too fast.
Well, the way that I feel about what I'm doing is I like want to react to it, but then I'm like, but I should wait until their shield comes up. So like I've reacted to them doing it, and I'm like, I'll do it a little bit later. But I must be getting caught in like the in between.
Yeah, I think you should trust yourself more and just do the fast one. In my experience, doing the fast one tricks up their DI more because they're still holding right from teching. So the faster you do it, like they would have to tech right and then immediately switch to left DI.
Yeah.
Most people don't do that, which is why crossing them up with the shine typically send them straight up. So here he did the push off and Bimbo got the DI away.
Yeah.
And I think if he had done it instantly, he would have gotten the DI mix.
It's a good point. Yeah. Okay. So he gets it down there.
Double spot dodge.
Yeah, right. Nice. Okay, so top platform. This is like the first. Did Rocky and Mango even touch the top platform? I don't know. But so Bimbo's the red one. So he ends up on this top platform here with the side B, and then Westballz immediately goes up to try and hit him with this full hop nair. But then Bimbo has jumped above him and comes down on him with his own short, like a double jump, like nair on the way down. Yeah.
So this is something, the other side of the coin, where Westballz is good at it too. So now Westballz is on the ground, right? And he fishes for up tilts here all the time. Now, this is really good unless you're playing against Westballz, in which case this up tilt literally never hits him. Because he has like a million different angles of attack and timings, and like I know you and I both talk about the short hop fast fall or the shield drop or the dash dance shield drop.
Yep.
Like, there's no way to know when they're going to down air, and it's not super reactable and stuff. So here, Bimbo does a very predictable drop through down air and gets up tilted. So it's worth like going forward to like cover the level 1 option.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. It's just interesting to me because I don't know. The thing is, it's so weird. The way I want to frame all of this is like Westballz is the only one that ever like is like that I play against that does this, that gives me trouble, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I want to tailor this around Westballz, but I also want it to be good for the average viewer. Like if someone is doing this against you.
Well, I don't know. I think it can just be kind of about you, and it's still good content. Because,
true.
But I think that like, so here's one thing: is when you do this up tilt, it covers the immediate drop down air, right? Like you're covering the level on option. So the consequence of threatening that up tilt means that all other mix-up that they're doing to get around that up tilt is slower than immediately down airing. So it kind of gives you time, right? So Westballz no longer immediately drops down air because he's playing around the up tilt. That means you have enough time to run to the side and shoot lasers, for example.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Kind of. Because you're not scared of the immediate drop through down air.
So do you think in this situation, let me just go back really quickly to when Bimbo's side B's on the top platform, Do you think that you would have done full hop lasers? Are you paused at 722?
Yeah. So here, no, just because you have a ton of frame advantage right now.
Yeah.
So I would be confident full hopping to the top platform because I don't think he has time to get a down air out before I get there. Also, Westballz messed up here. He shield dropped from the side platform.
Yeah, instead of like dash jump shine or something from the side.
Yeah, so I think he was already shielding, so he might have had to like wave dash and then go to the top platform or something. But definitely shield drop gave up too much frame advantage, so he got there too late.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the fact that he had frame advantage kind of changes things a lot.
That was a crazy punish by West, but it was off of kind of like a weird situation. He like missed his dash. Okay, let's see this. West goes to the side platform and shields.
Yep.
Are we at 710? Sorry if you were at a different spot.
Yep.
Yeah, we're at 710, and then he just full hops out of the shine lane or whatever. So he's full hopping on the side platform.
Right, so I think he tried to shield drop laser, and he shield drop
Oh.
shine. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is not an intentional interaction by him.
Interesting. So this is kind of, they're just kind of jumping at each other with short hop aerials. One of them's going to win.
Yeah, I kind of like the runoff shine double jump as pressure. It's kind of like...
Yeah, I like that too, actually.
Anything in Falco Dittos that's threatening a shine and keeps you pretty safe is just really good, in my opinion. So that's why playing off platforms is good, too. So we talked about threatening the jump shine from below. This is West threatening shine from above. Right, so when you're the one above, you can still be threatening shine and still be relatively safe because you double jump and go to any platform.
Yep, definitely. I think so, too. I remember Clindy used to do that to me with Fox. He would shield drop shine, then jump away, waveland back onto side platform.
Yeah.
I was like, how the heck do I hit him? Like,
yeah.
It is a little tricky to deal with, for sure.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh,
that was kind of a situation.
Yeah, Bimbo kind of plays similarly, right? So he's doing the two short hop downers in a row on the side platform.
Yeah. And then, like, kind of double jumps up and then falls through with this big arc. Yeah. Do you think that, like, what should have West done in response to this? I'm kind of curious.
Okay, so...
These down airs are here are, like, very obviously covering a jump shine coming to the side platform, right?
Yeah. So I think in this spot, like, on reaction to this second down air, I think full hop back air is relatively safe and covers... like most actions after the down air. I don't think he can true punish the down air in reaction. I'm not sure, but it's definitely like in my head. If I full hop back air here, I'm not getting hit by this mix up Bimbo just did, and I end up on the top platform afterwards, and I'm down to play from there instead of right below. Because where Westballz is right now, that's like one of the worst places to be against the side platform in terms of like runoff mix ups are really powerful, drop down lasers powerful, short hop, or full hop fall through the platform. Like there's just too many threats, and your only threat is full hop shine at him, kind of, or these terrible aerials that Mango did. Like full hop nair at him. So full hop spaced back air is really good because you're like cutting off the zone to the center. Maybe you can do the PP lasers here, the instant double jump double laser here. It's like surprisingly hard to get to a Falco who's shooting lasers. So even though like it feels like you're really close, it's actually pretty safe because once you get the lasers out, they're not moving forward.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's
I like the full hop back air that you mentioned. West does a short hop back air, maybe trying to predict like a certain runoff option or something.
Right.
But then he kind of like jumps into him. Yeah, full hop would have hit. That would have been really good. I didn't really recognize that. So West kind of got caught like doing the wrong thing, and then like in the aftermath of it all, he just kind of like got punished by the
for a read in a spot where he's at a disadvantage, where getting the read wrong gets you punished.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why it's kind of a disadvantageous spot, and he stayed in that spot. So.
It's so weird how they play. Like laser jab, dash away, shield stop, and then doesn't back air at the right spacing because he didn't actually. This back air is not in reaction to the roll. I feel like this back air is just he was gonna do it no matter what. I think.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this just appeared to be a sequence. You know, laser jab, dash, back air.
Yeah, for sure. He didn't react at all. He was just doing laser jab.
Exactly. So
I actually kind of I like laser jab, dash back, shield stop. I don't mind that. I like to then react out of it. I tend to do late back air out of that, which gives you time to react during the short hop because you can short hop and then do late back air or just land and grab the roll or something.
Yeah.
The other thing is recently I've started to do like PPMD.
You were going to say, not Sammy, Drug Fox.
PPMD does this a lot where he does jab, dash back, dash, and down air. Like, so dash back out of jab is like super unreactable. Like people always say that like jab is technically not safe on shield, but there's no way it's like punishable in reaction.
Yep.
And if they try, then dash back true punishes most of the stuff they do. Because like dash back, you can either dash back immediately down air in, or use dash back as a reaction point. Where you like dash back. Oh, they grab down air.
Right,
Or,
right.
oh, they didn't grab laser or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
here they do shield stop, which I don't know if the shield stop is because the shield stop lets you threaten back air, while PPMD would be threatening dash back in.
Yeah, I think that like the shield stop is okay because like what you were talking about with the late back air. I think the auto cancel back air with the like weird drift in was like kind of bad.
I don't like the auto cancel.
Yeah, the late bear I can definitely get behind. And jab is PP does that in so many different matchups too. He does it a lot against Samus and stuff.
Yeah, the famous set with S2J where he spams jab.
Yeah. So that's interesting, definitely. But they are just moving forward quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, he covers the roll.
Yep.
Oh, Bimbo covered that roll. I know I talked about it a lot on commentary that said where he had so much confidence covering the roll, and then he like lost confidence where like there's no way he rolls again. But Westballz just kept rolling, and then like near the end of the set he started covering it again. He's like, is this guy really just gonna keep rolling?
Mm-hmm. So are you at 641 if I pause right now?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Pressing play again.
Boom.
Okay, so again, like Mango was on the ground here.
Yeah.
And then Bimbo is just up full hop and then double jump down. This is classic Westballz. Like he must have stolen this from Westballz.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just I think this playstyle is born out of fear. Where you're just like afraid to get hit, so you jump. You know?
Yeah.
I love the Moon had a quote on commentary at Summit one time where he's like, "When Falcos get scared, super jump." So I don't necessarily think that I'm not even sure if Westballz does it like fully intentionally as like this is good.
Yeah, he kind of is just up there and he's like,
yeah, he's just kind of like okay, down air, okay, down air. You know, like just repeated roller coaster of fear and threats with down air.
Yeah. Because to me, like if the green Falco jumps into this down air, nothing really happens to the green Falco, and then you can also whiff punish it with like a full hop shine.
I actually think it's really bad to full hop against low percent Falco. Well, kind of a bunch of addendums to this, right? But like, especially on FD, imagine that you're like coming down into a Falco from above, and they're at 0 on FD. There's no platforms to mix up anything. If they just short hop nair, like either you fall into the nair or you down air them, and then they land cancel shine.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Peach when she just grounded floats and it throws out a nair. And then if you down air, you either get hit by the nair, down smash, trade with the nair, down smash, or clean beat the nair, down smash. Like, there's no avoiding the down smash.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, I think it's really bad to just approach from above at very low percents.
Mm-hmm. So what even happens to him? Nothing.
Yeah, so I kind of like how Westballz is playing it. This is the first like extended platform interaction we've seen.
Yeah,
because
like I said,
someone just got hit.
Yeah, no, definitely right off the bat. So like what I said was, did I mention it to the stream? I can't remember. But
no, you said it to me, but not to the stream. So.
Yeah, so like at the beginning of this set, I was watching it and I was thinking, wow, they really don't play how I thought they did. This is surprising.
Yeah.
But then I started to see more and more of it kind of trickling in. Like, okay, this is kind of their real play styles.
Yeah.
So we see like, he just instant double jumps for the side platform. Westballz goes to top platform in response to like all this.
So, yeah, I actually kind of like that. So you know how I described before doing the full hop back air when he was on the side platform?
Yeah.
That would put me on the top platform,
right?
So there's this weird dichotomy where if they're on the side, go to the top. If they're on the top and you're on the ground, go to the side. You know, like just constantly reposition and change where you are and stuff. And that's just really good because if ever you're trying to play the interaction where you are, it's just really jank. Like he did this full hop back air fall that he shielded it, he shield drop, he shielded on the ground, and they're both kind of like no one can get a hit. But if you just change the dynamic, you might hit him in his transition now. Because you're on the top, and if he tries to come up, you might hit him. If he tries to go to the ground, you might hit him on his way to the ground as you both go there or something. I don't know. So it's like these transitions from like different levels and stuff can be I don't know, it can be the entire matchup basically.
Yeah, I hear you. I just want to go back really quick and see if something happened.
So back air, shield, drop, shield. You know,
yeah,
like,
so
neither of them can hit each other.
This is such a weird interaction because, like, I'm gonna pause and you tell me if it's pausing for you.
Yeah. So he's back air, shield.
Yeah, back air. So right here, you could full hop jump shine, right?
So like maybe he could have there, but the backer can definitely be done.
Oh, for sure,
safely.
Yeah, I agree.
So it might have been ambiguous in the heat of the moment whether or not Westballz was correctly drifting.
We can agree that the short hop nair is useless, though, right? In response to his back air hitting his shield, he does a short hop nair at a shield, which seems bad to me. And then Westballz shield drop back airs, but he's too late and he gets a shield up. In response to this, he jumps instead of shield dropping. So like, there's this weird like, if someone full hop aerial drifts into you, you need to like full hop shine out of shield. But a lot of people will just shield drop and then like one person's above, the other person below. And then they'll just like switch spots again. And it's like you actually need to do the correct one at some point. Like the person passes through you with a shield drop aerial and you have to like follow them, right? But
if you try to follow them and you're like a little late and you did an early down air, then you get shield shine out of shield or something.
Right.
So my guess is Bimbo wasn't confident doing shield drop down air there. So he just like, I might be too late. I'm going to full hop.
And then Westballz tries to come down from the side platform with wait, shield stop, then...
laser.
Yep, laser, but he actually ends up getting hit. Oh my god, Bimbo. Please win an honest neutral interaction. I'm kidding. But look at this. Westballz double jumps, and Bimbo, instead of like wave dashing at a shield or jumping into it or something.
This is actually the Bimbo match. I know. So when I played him, I beat him game 5 last stock last hit. This is at the Roast of Hugo, and I swear every opening was this. I was just like, oh my god. So wait,
hard
does
to deal
Westballz
with.
Get punished? Because I remember this set.
He gets Phantom Shine.
Yeah, so I remember this set, actually I was so impressed because Westballz actually nails every L cancel and gets to shine a lot of the time. So this time he kind of missed it, but I swear every other time in the set he actually punishes it. I actually just recently kind of discovered counterplay to this, which is, so here, pop quiz, is there any lockout window for L canceling?
No.
Correct. I thought that there was, like...
you thought there was?
I thought that the 7-frame window meant that you couldn't press it during that 7-frame window again. So like you could double press it like 7 frames apart. But if you press it 5 frames apart, the second.
Oh no! You can
That's
spam
not how
it.
Works.
Yeah,
literally spam it. Yeah. So I realize now when I do these early downers from above, I just spam Z, and then because like spamming L is kind of awkward, so I just spam Z, and I always get the L cancel. I like tested myself in frame advance, and I press it about once every 7 or 8 frames when I'm mashing. So it's pretty much perfect. And then, right before I land, I do my regular L cancel timing anyways with L. So I'm just like Z, 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 L, shine, right? And so now I almost always get the L cancel. Like, there's no way to trick me. So that's kind of
There's no way to trick you. It's almost...
can't be tricked.
It's just like you said that statement with so much confidence that, like, anyone who heard this should never try to spot dodge against you again.
This is like the start of a like bad sitcom, and like the main character's way too overconfident, and you're like, this guy's gonna get tricked by the end of the episode.
Yeah, exactly.
So as basically, you can guarantee the L cancel with or without hit lag.
Yeah, I've just never been comfortable. I'd like try to do like R and then L, and it's like I never L cancel with L.
I tried to do that before, and I couldn't do it. But spamming Z is really easy.
Okay, I'll try the Z thing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so like, there's another part of this where like somebody's really stationary on the ground, the other person jumps above them, and the other person's like, all right, I'm just gonna bank it on this spot dodge, and then like the other person comes down on them, and then the other person spot dodges. Like that's another dynamic of this like matchup that Mango and Rocky just did not have. I never had to like do this.
I think it's worth saying that, okay, approaching from above at this percent is not very good, right? So even at this percent, down air wouldn't knock Bimbo down. So Bimbo could have just short hop naired in place and then gotten a shine, guaranteed, right? Like
I think you're mixing them. Oh wait, no, you're correct because Westballz was doing
Bimbo's
the down.
red. Yeah, so Bimbo's red, Bimbo's on the ground. He could have short hop naired, taken the down air, and shined him.
Yeah, you're super right.
So I think Mango knows that and doesn't approach from above at low percents. So that's just not an interaction that even like Bimbo wouldn't have been spot dodging Mango's approaches from above because Mango wouldn't be doing approaches from above at low percent.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So anyway, Westballz should have gotten punished. Didn't happen. Side B from ledge, again, hard to deal with.
Too. They're both just flying around the platform. From side to top to ground. Like, top, side, top, ground, boom.
I know, but how different is it? It couldn't be any more different from what we just saw. It's like totally a different matchup.
I think this, like, now that we've talked about it quite a bit, because I don't think I've ever, like, fully structured it in my head, but it kind of makes sense to me right now. Like, even though it happened really fast, they went, like, from ground to side, side to top, top to ground. And, like, those transitions all seem pretty logical to me, even though it happens immediately, you know? So...
Definitely. And then Westballz just comes down. Now, like, Bimbo's at knockdown %, right? So maybe approaching...
Yeah, so now down air is super powerful.
Yeah, so this is, like, pretty good. Also, his shine wasn't stale, which was excellent for him.
Yep.
This is one of the most annoying things is when you're trying to edge guard, but then Falco has a giant head, and then you get clipped by this dumb side D. Oh, yeah, it feels great. But, I mean, that's not, like, anything that we have to analyze. It's just kind of annoying.
Right.
So again, Mango...
Another annoying thing is, well, go ahead. You go.
I was going to say, Mango threatens with, like, a lot of short hop, dash dancey, late aerial, the forward smash that we saw, a bunch of stuff like that.
Right.
Here's Bimbo just double jumping and, like, going to zone out the corner with a, like, fall through something, right?
Yep.
Just totally different corner pressure.
Yeah.
But gets beaten out by the short hop laser, right? So good patience from Wes. What were you going to say?
So this next interaction, because mine kept playing when you hit
Oh,
pause.
yep, my bad.
This next interaction is what I'm about to comment on, where he nairs over a laser.
Yeah, which is really, really important.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of important to shoot kind of high lasers in this matchup. This is one of the 2 matchups where I think high lasers are better than low lasers. The other one being Falcon.
Yeah.
So like low lasers definitely have a place in this matchup, but I think your default being slightly higher than normal lasers is quite good.
Yeah.
In this matchup.
Yeah, I hear you. I think in the Fox matchup, I actually think it's like almost 50-50 on how you should laser.
Fox, I kind of agree. Yeah. Fox is kind of like, there's a lot of reasons to shoot grounded lasers, but also a lot of reasons to shoot pretty high ones. So.
Yep.
Fox is good.
So hopefully, are we at the same place, 6-14?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So...
He does the Kira.
He did the Kira. Yeah, okay. Are we at 6-12?
Yep.
Okay. So full hop again. Okay. Just gets in with the lasers. So this was like good laser interaction, I feel like.
Yeah.
Laser, get him in shield, approaching laser shine. This is good.
I love approaching laser shine. Big fan.
Yep. So that drift was really nice.
Yeah, so this is an example of an aerial being done with the C stick.
Yeah.
Because he definitely drifted back with it down there and hits someone on the side platform, lands on the top platform, which I think is almost impossible to punish.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And so he transitions from that grounded spot we don't really like to the top platform. And now we get to play from here. And I think this is a fine spot, but they're both going to switch immediately.
Yeah.
So what's the interaction going to be now? Like one of them's, they're probably both going to go to the ground. That's what happened last time, right?
Yeah.
So.
No, I would expect the same thing. Wes jumps at him onto the side platform.
Yeah, so Bimbo once again does one of these double jump mix up where he like, yeah.
Yep. But like Wes was trying to jump up at him at a % where he's gonna get knocked down by down air. Like this is probably just bad, right? Do you think that like?
No, I actually think Bimbo mixed him up with his fast fall timing because we talked about threatening jump shine against this type of down air. I don't know if that's what Westballz was going for, but Bimbo double jumps and it doesn't fast fall. It does like a pretty late down air.
Yeah, true. I'm just wondering if it's like it's significantly less valuable to try and jump at a Falco when you're at a % where down air will knock down.
Maybe, but in this spot, if he gets down aired and knocked to the ground, like does Bimbo get a conversion off this down air?
I don't think so.
Hard, right?
Yeah. Oh, he gets a read.
Yeah, he kind of. Maybe like just input a tech while you're doing this shine, because if he techs in place, there's no way Bimbo's punishing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, because I definitely think the jump shine is like super high value here. So like with Bimbo just use his jump. He has no more mix-ups. His only mix-up is fast fall or don't. So I do think it's worth going for the jump shine. And if you get clipped, tech in place, you're not getting punished again. So.
Yeah, that's true. Are we at 603?
Yep.
Okay. Shine Bear, missed opportunity on the punish, bad jump, tries to jump above him.
Shark with the back air.
Yep.
Which would have killed. Like he's high enough % by the corner, so.
So like this is another punish. Bimbo retreats to top platform, and then also Westballz tries to jump up.
Full hop. Yep.
Yeah, he jumps over him. But again, this is like I think that, I mean, this is what I try to do all the time. Like Wes literally falls for his own trick here.
Yeah, and literally Wes is falling for it, right? So I think if you see Wes where he is right now, if he just full hop turn around double lasers, like that definitely both lasers are hitting Bimbo and Bimbo freaks out.
yeah, definitely. Oh, my eye just started hurting so bad randomly. It's like I got stabbed. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, we're going to keep going for the troops.
For the troops.
Yeah.
For the fans.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, he gets tricked by his own trick. And this is what I was talking about, how you have so much drift. Like, it seems
Yeah.
as though like, aha, but Wes has his shield up. But then he's like,
Yeah.
aha, I've drifted around your shield.
Yeah.
Like, and then they both just go to the ground. It's like,
Yeah.
we could have skipped that whole thing. I don't know. That's how I feel. But you're right.
Yeah.
I think the lasers are just like a good direct response to that sort of retreat.
Yeah, and I think when both of them are on the same level, okay, so there's like a bunch of different positions, right? One's on the side, one's on the ground, one's on the side, one's on top. When they're both on the top, I don't think you should expect much to happen. Shield drop's just too good. Shield, shield drop, like full hop, shield drop. Like there's just too many ways where nothing happens.
Yep.
And it's kind of hard to punish. Like if you get shield drop shine, and then they drift or they DI all the way away. Like if you're by the edge of the platform, you don't get a dash jump and stuff. Like it's just like so a lot of interactions like this, you're just both kind of trying to get to a different level.
Yeah.
You know? So it's kind of fine in my opinion. Westballz goes for a hit, which I think was wrong, right?
Yep.
Like we both agree that he fell for his own trick. And then he shielded, and then Bimbo lands, and then he shields, and it's like, okay, nothing's gonna happen here.
And then they both kind of just disengage.
So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of fine to like look at that situation that way.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're at 552.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, I paused then unpause. Whatever, we're good. Okay, so wait, did he fall for his trick again? What happened here? Are we at 552 again? I just paused again.
Yep.
Okay, so he goes to top platform. Oh, he like goes for a back air, but he's at too low percent for it to do anything.
It's super soft back area.
So again, if Westballz just...
He kind of fell for his trick, because once again, Westballz just attacked the top platform from the ground.
Yep.
I think we're kind of
He definitely could have lasered.
Yeah, for sure. It's just not very good to attack the top from the ground. Like, so you don't necessarily have to laser, but I do think you have to go to the side platform before you attack. So I think like your level 1 mix-up should be stay on the ground fishing for up tilt or shield or dash dance, right? Like stay on the ground or go to the side, but don't go from the ground to the top when they're on the top. It's too wild.
I feel like the ground mix-up is kind of, not necessarily, but like kind of like the high risk, high reward option. Like they either come down on top of you with a dare or something, or they get like you're trying to dash dance, they like shield drop, laser, jump shine or whatever.
Yep.
And then if you go to side platform, it's like the low risk, low reward.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And
this is making sense.
Maybe the highest risk, high risk, low reward is go to the top platform.
Yeah.
There is value to it, right? Like there's always value to making your opponent feel pressured.
Yep.
And so there's a world where you full hop and you don't do this bad early back air. You get the late back air, or you full hop, shine, waveland shine or something. So like maybe there's a world where it's worth, but that's like the high risk, low reward option.
Yep.
So like mix it in sometimes, but not really. Not the main game plan.
Yeah, that is always my main game plan when anybody's on the top platform.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna hit them, and then I'll just win the interaction somehow. I'm just hoping.
This might be a really easy fix then, right?
Yeah.
Like if you had trouble with all these top platform blah 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 antics and stuff, and then you're just like, well, if I just stop attacking the top from the ground, I never get hit here.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's like a completely different game.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. All right, so here's Bimbo with his corner pressure, and he doesn't react to anything and goes to the top platform. Okay.
That's a big punish.
Like, he short hopped for no reason, didn't react to the roll, full hopped on accident, double jumped, and landed on the top platform.
Yeah.
And here they are.
Yeah, now they're just kind of both swinging for platforms. Westballz. His face.
Yeah. Are you at 537? Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's like, oh, really? Legit. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, that's what I would have done. Yeah.
Randomly full hop, fall through bear.
Yeah, real sees real or whatever the hell it is. Okay, so Westballz just catches him on side platform and short up air.
Yep. Short up air is pretty good against side platforms.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, kind of odd positioning from Wes. The more I think about it, the more I think that side platform isn't the best position for Falco when the other Falco's on the ledge. Do you kind of agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pretty good versus a lot of things, but not good, but like reactably bad against some things. So
we already kind of talked about a position that we like to do instead, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Cool. Are you at 525?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so that time he got the L cancel. Yeah,
oh!
Yeah, that's so big,
Nice.
dude. Do you think he spams Z?
I hope so.
I don't think he spams Z. I think he just...
Okay, so they're both double jumping around, both full hopping around. Oh, and Westballz catches a shine. See, this one, like, the thing is, this one doesn't seem... Actually, it seems very random to me. But they're almost like... It's like a scuffle situation. It's just like any other scuffle situation.
Wait, go back. Let's play it one more time, like, from... Okay.
Okay, are you at 517?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it's like someone gets hit and then he shines, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So see, it's kind of a scuffle. What, dude? Bimbo did the worst nair of all time. He like
This
double
one?
jump nair. Yeah. I guess he thought he was gonna land on the top platform, and he just barely.
No, he's descending here.
Oh, did he just drop down to nair?
He double jumped and then like on the way down, did this
Yeah.
nair.
Maybe he thought he was gonna double jump nair onto the top platform. I don't know.
It was kind of close. Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe he didn't. He did it kind of ascending.
Yeah.
Westballz goes for the hard read on this this side beat, does a short hop up air. He does this.
Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. Not what I would have done, but seems pretty good.
Yeah. I like all the... Are you at 505?
Yep.
Okay, I like this whole sequence from West with the shine waveland back on,
I
waveland
love
top
that,
platform. But like then he gets a grab and like...
Yeah, I actually kind of think that if you're gonna shine waveland back on, that's kind of a read on the good DI, like them DIing in. If he's gonna DI this way, like Westballz got the DI mix up there, right?
Yep.
But went straight up. Doing run off shine double jump waveland to the top platform is just better.
super good. Yep.
Yeah. So Westballz, because he wavelanded back on the side platform, had a really tough time getting the top platform tech chase, which is I think why he had to go for a grab.
Yeah. No, I agree. You at 502?
Yep.
Okay.
Big roll.
This is like one of the first sequences here that I've seen West do a really good like laser approach, laser dashback. That's prime Mango is like
Exactly,
laser dashback, laser dashback, laser like nice.
Dude, Bimbo just held shield for so long too.
Yeah, and then rolled. Nice.
Yeah. Bimbo's super not down to fight losing mix-ups on the ground at all, right?
Yeah.
So like, or even try to get his own laser out in that spot. So he's just always gonna roll out of pressure or like full hop out of pressure.
Mm-hmm. So look what we have here. 2 lasers about to connect.
For the first time.
Yeah, I know. They're
Coming
both.
to a theater near you.
Okay. So what happens? West dashes away, shoots another laser. Bimbo does nothing. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So this is one of those where so I described the nair being pretty good here because you actually don't have time to laser again.
Yeah.
However, because
Ooh.
the kind of the meta is just to be slow out of these lasers.
Yeah.
If either player had instantly lasered or instantly naired, they would have won.
Mm-hmm.
But they both just did nothing out of the lasers. So
Right. Yeah, I gotta work on that. Just dash nair out of like laser.
yeah, but only when you also hit them with the laser.
Yep. Also. Yep. 100%.
Although it's also sometimes good to do aggressive options how to take laser.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a whole different mix-up.
So let's see. West tries to get the snare. Doesn't work.
Oh, he gets the roll after a jab. That's pretty good. He did jab dash back, cover to roll. So
Kind of the same like corner pressure that we saw before.
Yeah.
How does he get the shine? That's all I care about. Let's see. Oh, Bimbo even looked like he missed his L cancel here.
Yeah. Well, I think he thought he was going to hit the down air because he wasn't spamming Z.
Yeah, he should spam Z.
This is another one of the Bimbo double jump, start the down air super early and have no more mix-ups on the way down.
Yeah.
So Westballz is able to kind of reactively get the shine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good shine. And then shine. Back air. Is this over now? Oh, no. Are you at 438?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, Bimbo's kind of just been locked down this whole time. He's either been in the corner, in his shield, rolling with, like, no frame advantage or whatever, like, the whole time.
Right.
And then they both double jump, and Wes back airs him.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So I think this is a fine interaction from Westballz' perspective, given the percents, where
true.
now you're down to scrap with people in the air with aerials. But Bimbo should be very afraid of being in the air because aerials are so scary now. So this is another one where it's like, okay, Bimbo, stop full hopping because it's like now's the time where it's really scary.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Westballz is also one of the best people in the world at taking the down air and like ground canceling and shining you, or like hitting you out of your own rising hits and everything.
He does it against Fox a lot. So like, definitely can do it against Fox, but he's really good at doing it against Fox. And I'm always like, oh my god, he's so fast.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I think West ends it right there, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that was pretty good. I think the 2 games ended up kind of displaying what we were talking about beforehand.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So that was super cool.
Yeah, I have a lot more. I don't know. I feel better about things now.
Yeah.
And also, like, I just have to give more things more credit. Like, you do have to be insanely precise in the Falco Ditto, and if like you mess up your execution a little bit, it's so easy for the other Falco to like take you on a ride that you don't want to be on.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you lose so much control for so long.
Yeah, I also think it's clear that there's a lot of spots that you can just avoid. Like, you have to be really precise to punish Falco doing short hop down on the top platform from the ground. But you don't have to be precise at all to just go to the side platform when he's there, right? So like, you can just change the dynamic of the matchup a lot. So the fact that like people can force you to play their game by full hopping, that's one aspect. But you can just force them to play your game now by going to the side platform, blah blah blah. Like, you never have to play one aspect of the game. So
Yeah,
if ever
definitely.
you're losing one aspect in the Ditto, kind of just try a different one. Like this.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Do you think that might be a reason why you've seen like more success against Westballz recently? Because he kind of has trouble like going into a different mode. You kind of counter his mode and like.
So I think I've always kind of beaten Westballz on the just laser interactions, and I don't even think he wants to get better at that. Like, he literally just like rolls his eyes and calls it lame when I laser on FD. Right?
Yeah.
Like, he's like not down to learn that. So he doesn't want to fight me on the ground, and now I've started to beat him on the platforms. So I don't really interact with his top platform stuff, but I win the interaction by like circumventing it and then changing the dynamic. We switch to something else, and then I get an opening.
Yeah.
And so for that reason now, it's like, okay, well, you can't play the platform. You don't want to play the laser stuff. So he ends up just winning scraps and like not much else. So like the overall game plan is kind of like really in my favor now, but like he's still just insanely technical, fast, and punishes hard.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, once you have like understand the different dynamics of the Falco Ditto, I think you can like break it down in ways that make sense and avoid what you don't want to play and make it easier for yourself. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like we did a good thing here. I don't know. I'm feeling really confident about it. I think it did kind of turn out how I wanted it to. So that's good.
Yeah.
And we covered a lot of like good concepts about the Falco Ditto that were at least good for me to hammer home, like foundationally about the like different laser mix-ups and how you should be standing next to someone to corner pressure when they're on the ledge and like all the different mix-ups that there are with that.
One other thing I want to mention, I think that like, okay, so you're kind of more of the Mango style of Falco, I think. And it's worth noting that Mango did used to kind of have struggles with Westballz, right?
Yeah.
Westballz forced Mango to not play his style, and Mango would kind of headbutt his way into Westballz' style.
So when I played Mango at Big House in that set where I ended up getting force stocked, I asked Wes, because he's the one who would beat Mango. I was like, Wes, he was like, walked past me. I was like, so when I play against Mango, should I... Because I said to Wes, I think I play pretty similar to him. Should I just try to outplay him doing that? Or do I like go more defensive? He's like, dude, you cannot out like aggress Mango. Like, you can't play his game. He is the best in the world at it by a lot. He's like, you have to do something else. And I think that like that's how Wes thought of it himself. He was like,
for sure.
He even told me like I tried to and I couldn't. So like, I think he just like developed this game plan where he's like, well, Mango literally can't do the things that he wants to do if I do this.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm not a huge fan of that mindset, right? Like, if you're going into it kind of just accepting the fact that they're so far better at you at certain parts of the game or something, I think that's kind of a losing mindset going into it. So
yeah, I think having a counter to certain styles is good, especially because I feel like they're both so stuck in their ways, right? Like, Mango's not going to camp the top platform, but like Wes isn't going to come down and laser him a bunch. So like,
right, exactly.
So
I mean, have a game plan against their game plan, but don't like. I don't like the fact that like it can't be done. You know, like, it's just like no, it can be. Maybe you're not good at it enough yet or something. And like then the question is like, how much do I want to try to get this win versus how much do I want to like work on my style, improve in the long term or something. I don't know. So.
And I think that like you and I are both searching for this like kind of balance between the like all aspects of the Falco Ditto, so that like we recognize the style is happening and like can counter it if we have to, and if they switch, like we know the responses, right?
Yeah, and maybe we still have our favors, right? Because like I still favor the laser stuff, and you still favor the aggressive stuff, and Westballz is always going to favor the platform stuff. But you're kind of going to have an answer to all three. Yeah. And so like be able to play all three a little bit and maybe have a fallback, and maybe like for some people you have to change it up a little bit more, but you still have your fallback, and you still have your backup game plans against the others doing stuff. So
definitely.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I feel like that's a good place to end it. How long was that? I actually didn't even see. Do you know?
Like 2 hours, about 2 hours, because we started a little after 6:30. So.
Okay, solid. It's almost midnight where I'm at. I hope all the viewers enjoyed. Yeah, I know, we're in different time zones. Sucks that I'm not moving to SoCal, but I think that's where we'll end it. Bye, everybody. Yep.